What? 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 Why can't you? Why can't you? Why can't you? Why can't you? Why can't you?
I doubt it.
Why can't you? Why can't you?
Stupid, go.
Why can't you?
Why can't you?
Because
What up?
it's too fucking hot. That's why.
It's not that bad.
Dude, it is like 90 fucking degrees and it's May.
Tim, do you have to shovel the heat?
No.
Then
but
shut up. Shut up. Do you want to shovel that shit?
Mikey, I don't shovel shit, man. I got a snowblower.
Do you have to go out in the snow and go out in the heat and throw it to the neighbor's yard? No, you don't.
I don't like when it's too hot outside.
It's supposed to be hot.
It's not. Nope.
It's getting towards summer. It's supposed to be warm.
Mikey, climate change is a hoax. It's not supposed to be hot outside.
I mean, I love how all these deep red state Southerners suddenly want California weather. And then they're like, well, it's heating up. It's definitely not glorious. You know what I mean? Like, they complain about exactly the thing that I am praising. And they say that they would never want to be associated with sticky, hot, humid weather.
I don't like it. It's not supposed to be Connecticut in May.
Look, being warm is okay. I will never complain. I will never complain about rain, and I will never complain about heat.
I got like 2 weeks of spring, and then it was fucking summer.
You know this is fall summer. It's gonna snow.
I know. I've already had like 3 fall summers though.
As soon as you put your snow scraper out of your car, it's gonna snow on you. It's waiting. It could be August. As long as you have it in your car, and then there's a day that you take it out of your car, that is the day it will snow the last time.
Here's what I would like, and this is gonna happen to me tomorrow. Tomorrow the high in my area is supposed to be about 100. About 100. And then it's supposed to thunderstorm, and the low is supposed to be 45.
See, this is where you're going. Y'all finna be sick.
What the fuck?
Each and every one of y'all finna have, like, the temperature change from inside your house to outside. Like, I think at one point in Chicago was like over 100 degrees. The outside weather is doing that on like a weekly basis now. You just give it like a 3-day window and it's swinging like 60, 65 degrees. And it's like, oh, this is normal. Not normal.
It's not.
It's not normal.
No, it's not normal.
Us meteorology nerds know that this is very uncommon. This is not right.
I would like to live in a place where the temperature can't change 50 degrees in one day.
Scotland. That's where we're all going to end up, I think.
Yeah. It's a more temperate climate. There's not these fucking wild swings.
So you did that. A more temperate kind. The more.
Yeah.
We're going up there.
We're going
make a hole. Let us say hello to the lovely people. The people.
You want the buttons or the people?
I do this for the people.
I do.
Why, when you saw light, by the time I saw light, I was already a man.
Ooh, there's a mystery one. I don't know what this one is.
And here's our mystery person, Lost Missionary.
I'm an idiot.
Person impersonator.
Because you are making the president look bad.
Yeah, don't do that. Greg, Darkler Greg.
Democrats are revved up.
Yeah, Gillibrand can't say that. Methamphetamine. It's a hard word.
These were the free speech advocates.
Tell them. Next on the menu, you know who it is.
Ooh, I'm getting a spice attack.
Oh wait, Billy.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini.
Hardest working mod in YouTube, Chris C.
Thank you for your question, Senator.
Senator Chris. Diz from the 6-6.
Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards.
Diz, open the fucking straight. Gina.
Baby.
Hi, Gina. Adam.
Of how fucking square it is.
Kitty Kate, what up?
He's looking down the end of his little nose.
Kitty Kate must be in the UK saying evening.
Mm.
Because it is midsummer's eve over here. Oh boy. Driving
Quiet in the
check.
chambers, please. Quiet in the chambers.
It's gone nuclear. Dude, I'm sure. You know what? That's not a bad shout. I should check out some like the Chicago conservative radio station and see what they're up to.
Yeah,
I haven't
we should
checked in
all
on
check
them
our-
in like, oh yes. Homework for everyone. Homework.
Check your local conservative talk radio, see what the fuck they're talking
Let's
about.
see how they're handling this. Today's topics today will be great things to listen for. Because your man, listen, I'm stupid, right? I'm uneducated. Even I'm offended at how stupid he thinks people are. Like, it is brazen. No, that goes in my pocket. No, that goes in my wallet. And these dumbasses over here like, shut up, you nerd. You fucking soy boy. You think it's bad he's stealing all of our money? We like when he steals our money. And it's like right in their face.
Well,
Unquieted of the Badgers.
Ooh. Hold on.
Holding on.
You don't want this smoke?
Indy Duck Mel.
Oh, Indy Duck.
It can only good happen.
It can only Duck Mel. Okay, cool.
Actually, Mikey, I'm pretty sure what they want is this.
Oh yeah.
And this.
Reagan Elite.
Ooh, Reagan Elite.
No fucking way.
You know what? I have a postulation, Tim.
Yeah.
Why don't we just? I mean, it's just our people here right now. Maybe the trolls will come later.
Yeah.
I mean, Reagan Elite's here, but if anybody else wants to be pulled up, I think we should do that.
Yeah, sure.
Like, if one of you wants to come on with us and just like ride the rodeo with us, hey, get in here.
We had a fun time with on Thursday.
Delvin
Cox. That guy is hilarious.
Delvin was acting a fool that day. That was fun. And I think my episode with him will be on his channel on Thursday. I think he's 1 week ahead of schedule. He's good. He's very organized. We are not.
Now, Mikey, before we get to your main topic, I did put a little poll in the old community channel.
It can only taco happen.
It can only taco happen. And it's got a couple of votes, but if everyone right now who's listening goes to our community page, fill out that little poll. I want to see what you think, if you haven't already.
Can we link that somehow?
I mean, it's on our community channel. It is linked.
No, I mean, so like a shortcut. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe. Hold on, I can bring it up.
Can we get a link for that?
Yeah, I can get a link for it.
We'll just drop it in there.
I gotta go into the old backstage area.
But yeah, so the MAGAs will be here soon. I'm sure. I tried to rage bait them with the title, but it's not exactly rage. Like, this is what I forgot to do this morning. I meant to. Oh, I'm having sleep issues, guys. It's getting really bad. So I had in my head, I have said that Trump is stealing everything and that this is a robbery. I don't know which day it was from, and I was going to look back through our episodes and go find it. If anyone's feeling brave, Sphere Lance, what's up? Yeah, they're not here yet. They're still sleeping. They haven't woken up yet. Woke them up.
We haven't said Elizabeth Warren yet.
That's so crazy that they hopped up. Elizabeth Warren's not allowed to talk. It's like, dude, shut up. She's not even doing anything bad right now. Unreal. No, don't wake them up. They're fine right now. Let the smell of us frying Trump's ass will wake them from bed, I'm sure. They'll get off of their mattress with no sheet and come fight us. Okay. Do we want to get the civics corner out of the way before they get here?
Yeah, we can do that. Article 3 of the Constitution. Let's see.
Oh wait, right. Viper's not here.
Oh yeah, we gotta wait for Viper.
We gotta wait for Viper. Never mind. Scrap that. Rewind it back. Small sporting news. Tim, have you been watching basketball?
No.
Tim. He's here.
Ooh.
Victor Wembanyama. He's here.
Who's that?
The 7'6" French kid.
What?
They threw him an inbound pass. He took it as an alley-oop and dunked on Chet Holmgren, who's 7'1".
Jesus Christ. How much taller are they gonna make people?
There's another kid who's 7'9", but he's got like Marfans and shit, so he doesn't move very well. But Victor Wembanyama is a normal, athletic, 22-year-old, 21-year-old at this, but he's just like expanded. Like if you held control and took the corner edit bubble and pulled him out, that like he's perfectly proportioned and 7'6".
Like I think we're reaching the limits of the human form at that point, right?
I don't know, because he's supposed to be slow and clunky, and he's not. He'll still cross you over and hit a three. And they went into double overtime in game 1 of the Western Conference Finals.
There's so many of these, like, because it's happening more and more in pro wrestling too. Like the wrestlers are getting taller and bigger and more athletic, like hybrid athlete sort of shit. Yeah. Like big guys that can move around real fast.
It's a fast twitch, man. They're training better.
It's crazy.
I saw Wemby do like the yoga. You know how you can like get your forehead to your knees when you touch your toes? He does that.
You know, there's like 7-foot+ guys doing like hurricane ranas and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the flippy shit that the small guys are supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. Because them hip flexors, their butt, all that shit, they're training that now. So now they're as athletic as regular sized people. You just have to train them hips, train that butt, train your calves, and you can get that bounce.
It's crazy. Like you would never see like Andre the Giant pulling that shit, man.
But he also used to drink like a fish.
That's true.
Andre used to go work out with fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger and what's the other Wilt Chamberlain. The three of them used to go to the fucking Gold's Gym down in Venice and fucking lift the entire building on their back. And fucking Arnold's, I think, was Arnold on the juice? I think he was for a while.
I mean, they all were.
But I'm talking about Wilt Chamberlain used to bench press with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Universe.
Yeah.
At 7'1" or 7'2", he would just be sitting there just doing 550 for reps with Andre the Giant, and fucking it was such a crazy relationship that the three of them had. So weird. So much wrestling, basketball fused into one. It's in movies, in action movies. It's such a weird time.
But I mean, it's happening with like football players too. Like football players are getting more and more American football are getting more and more like athletic. They're more mobile. Linemen are smaller for the most part because they need to be more mobile. So they're not like smaller guys, but they've shred. Like they lose body weight so that they're not just 400-pound guys that are brick walls. They're more agile guys who can, shuck defenders and then go after whoever they're going after.
Because I mean, the Palomalu of the early aughts was a canary in the coal mine. These motherfuckers are fast. Big fat boys are getting fucking. My shoelaces are tied together, coach. I'm trying my best.
If you can't get off the blocks and you're getting fucking shoved out of the way,
pushed
what good are you?
Pushed straight back into the ground. And get your ass down there. Get your ass down there. Hop over you, stupid. So I mean, if you guys are fans of sports in general, I love how the NBA stole this idea because people used to watch the games and then clip it up themselves and then put it on the internet, take the content strike, and then like put out some merch or something, and then the channel would make it that way. But if you can go to the NBA channel, Western Conference Finals, Game 1. I don't care who you are. It is top tier sport. And if you need a little distraction, if you need a little happy brain juice to get you through the week, go watch that fucking game from Sunday. Holy shit. Or from Monday night. Unbelievable. You ain't never seen basketball like this. This motherfucker is he was like, Tim, he had like 41 points, 24 rebounds, and like 9 assists.
Because he's 7'6".
It was and I'm talking about the Thunder crowd was erupting in there. They couldn't even hear each other. The oldest person on the court was 25.
That's crazy.
I told y'all LeBron and Steph and all the Giannis fans, y'all think that y'all are going to be on top forever. The kids are here, man. The kids are here, and they're so good.
It's that new generation.
They're so good. They pass the ball. They love each other. They're like best friends. All of them are like getting friendship bracelets and shit. Like we're like old us people, our group. Yeah, we're done. The kids are here.
Oh, Adams mentioned the Ronda Rousey Gina Carano fight.
Yeah, she got instant. Second. She got put into a 17-second arm bar. It took them longer to get to the ring than she lasted in the ring.
See, that's the problems with some of those UFC fights, man. They end instantly.
Tyson used to do that.
Yeah.
People pay fucking $50, which was a lot of money. Back in the 90s.
I remember. My parents would pay that.
$50 for a pay-per-view. The fucking fight lasts 9 minutes. Or round and a half if you're lucky. I mean, motherfuckers were furious at him. It's like, dude, I just got all these people over here. I done made up all this food for a fight party. And the fight was literally over before people got 2 wings into their food.
Yeah.
This is insane.
I mean, at least they do like undercards. At least they do undercards. But
a Tyson fight used to be literally like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was over already.
It's crazy that, like, I mean, MMA is supposed to be that way, kind of, right? You're not supposed to go rounds and rounds. It's supposed to be who can win the fight.
Rounds, right?
Yeah. But it's supposed to be like, who can win the fight most efficiently, basically.
Yeah, if you're not going to win in the first 5, if you're not winning the first 15 minutes, we'll just let the judges do it.
Yeah, yeah. But I saw the fight. It was 17 seconds, and it was a headlock, and then a takedown, and then an arm bar. And that was it.
Yeah, there's no real getting out of that.
And especially like a real arm bar. Like not the pro wrestling shit that they try to pass off as like real shit. Like a real arm bar, if you don't submit immediately, you're getting damage to your shoulder and elbow joints.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Like and it's nothing. Like your one arm is not strong enough to stop their whole body.
Right. From twisting your fucking arm off.
Yeah, their legs, their entire quads, glutes, back, abs, arms against your arm. Your arm loses. Unless you do the fucking rampage, you just fucking pick him up by that hand and then fucking slam him on the ground. That's the only person I've seen get out of an arm bar. He fucking curled the person doing his arm in, and he fucking slammed him on their neck, and they let go.
Yeah. Well, and they try to fucking They do that in wrestling too. Someone saw that and was like, you know what? It'd be good if we did that in wrestling. Like pick them up from the arm bar and slam them down. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Oh, look, there it is. We waited. Good thing we waited. Hi, Viper Scott.
Jim Crow.
Jim Crow.
Prophecy from the Ghost of Christmas Future, Rudy Giuliani. 5 British pounds. Thank you so much, Viper Scott. Some more funds for Civics Corner. If 14C, 46F right now. And 46. Oh, that's freezing.
I'm fine with that. I'm 100% fine with that.
God, no. In Scotland, but dull and light rain. Just to let you guys know.
1000% fine with that. It sounds like great Scottish/Irish weather.
Sounds like indoor weather, which I'm okay with.
Man, them people are outside all the time during that.
For what?
Just to be outside.
To do what? Get wet?
No, they're just outdoorsy.
Just trying to get soggy?
They're just trying to get soggy.
It's like milk and cereal, man. You gotta make sure for maximum crunchiness. You don't just leave the milk in the cereal the whole time.
Bam, we're doing it right now for you.
We were waiting for you to get here.
Article 3 of the U.S. Constitution.
Article Trace.
The judicial branch. It was signed into the Constitution when the Constitution was ratified on my birthday in 1788.
No, on your birthday.
In 1788.
On your birth. That is your birth.
I was not born in 1788.
That is your birth date, not day.
Let's see. How many sections? We only have 3 sections for this one. Section number 1. The judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court, and in such inferior courts as Congress may from time to time ordain and establish. So,
federal courts.
The Constitution sets up the Supreme Court. The Congress set up all the appellate and federal courts. The judges, both from the Supreme and inferior courts, shall hold their office during good behavior and shall at stated times receive for their services a compensation which shall not be diminished during their continuance in office. So you can't, as long as they're good, they can stay in office, and we should pay them something.
No deal.
Section 2. The judicial power shall extend to all cases in law and equity arising under the Constitution and the laws of the United States, and treaties made or which shall be made under their authority, to all cases affecting ambassadors, other public ministers, and consuls, to all cases of admiralty and maritime jurisdiction, and to controversies to which the United States shall be a party. And this was added by the 11th Amendment. And to controversies between 2 or more states, between the state and citizens of another state, between the citizens of different states, between citizens of the same state claiming lands under grants of different states, and between a state or the citizens thereof and foreign states and citizens or subjects. So everyone can sue everyone.
Yay. That's what we needed.
In all cases affecting ambassadors and other public ministers and consuls, those in which a state shall be party, the Supreme Court shall have original jurisdiction. In all other cases before mentioned, the Supreme Court shall have appellate jurisdiction, both as to law and fact, and to such exemptions and under such regulations as Congress shall make. So just saying that where the Supreme Court lies in different cases, where ambassadors, public ministers, and consuls, they have sort of the original jurisdiction. They're the top. They're the first. And then in all other cases, they are basically reviewing decisions of other courts.
Courtless bitches.
The trial of all crimes, except in cases of impeachment, shall be by jury. And such trial
and audience and students, where is the impeachment trial held? You may answer now.
Ooh. Put in your votes now.
Is he lying?
Is he lying or is he stupid? Put in your votes now.
I just do all of the mean ones while you're reading this.
To all of the crimes except in cases of impeachment shall be by jury, and such trial shall be held in the state where the crimes shall have been committed. But when not committed within any state, the trial shall be at such place or places as Congress may by law have directed.
Good, he didn't give away the answer. I was like, shit, he's gonna say it.
Oh, we have winners.
Damn. Look at. See, I'm so proud. I'm such a proud mama duck.
Section number 3: treason against the United States
What?
shall consist only in levying war against them, and
Levying war.
or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort.
Aid and comfort to enemies. Okay. Let me think about that.
Who's done that before?
I mean, we'll just read on. I can't think of anyone in particular. Definitely not any two countries where we have bent over and capitulated to foreign nations. But go on.
No person shall be convicted of treason unless the testimony of 2 witnesses to do the same overt act, or on the confession in open courts.
Keep in mind, Tim, when you're done with this, I'm gonna need you to open up True Social. Just keep that in mind. Don't let me forget.
The Congress shall have power to declare the punishment of treason, but no attainder of treason shall work corruption of blood or forfeiture except during the life of the person attained.
Yeah, don't let me forget.
All right. Oh, damn.
Holy shit. I'm on it.
Mikey's going to find the peoples. And that's it. That's Article 3. A short one.
Short and sweet.
It's only got 3 sections. It's actually the shortest article of the Constitution.
And by that, my favorite.
It's also purposefully done that way because the people who wrote the Constitution wanted the judicial system to be a little bit more malleable and a little bit more flexible than the legislature or the president.
Mine is frozen.
Yours is frozen?
Man, this opera thing is not working out. It's running smoother, but the page doesn't refresh.
I got it.
That don't do me no good.
I got it. If you want to hit the old buttons.
I can do buttons.
All right.
I doubt it.
The following people have received gifted subscriptions.
Open the fuck.
Happy.
Durhamite Blue.
And straight, you crazy bastards.
Dark 4 by 444. 440.
Welcome.
Landon.
Oh, I need a nice one for Landon. I can't find one.
Bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
Sorry, Landon. You're not blonde, I don't think.
Jess.
God damn, you're an embarrassment.
Black female atheist.
Hey.
Boring, Huey.
Dial up.
We got rubber. Go! Freeze, sir! Freeze!
At Real Diego Alejandro. Mint SV.
I love Tesla.
Sebastian.
This is sick shit.
Dragon in Genesis podcast.
Hey.
Slick snake.
What's up, Jason?
And you are now all you are all now members of the Bintifada.
Thank you for your question, Senator.
Thank you, Alistair. You guys, everyone should be thanking Viper Squat right now. Say thank you.
Right now.
Thank you. See it.
Right now.
Make them blush with acknowledgement. Make them blush.
From now on, the show should just be like Headliners with Mikey and Tim, sponsored by Viper Scott.
Literally, we might have to do a sponsored by piece and put it in there because it's true.
Speaking of which, Viper Scott has now been a member for a year.
Wow, I can't believe we've been monetized for a year. It feels like we've been monetized for like 3 months.
Yeah, it feels like we've only been monetized for the year
it.
2026.
Yeah.
But it's really been since what, like the beginning of 2025?
Like March or April.
Yeah. But that's because everyone loves us.
We are very well taken care of, so we don't do a lot of complaining.
Yeah, we don't do a lot of complaining. We do
Not
a little
about-
bit of, not a lot of complaining. The Viper oligarchy, yes.
I mean, you too could be in charge of the oligarchy, but you choose not to.
All right, Mikey.
Okay.
What's our lead?
We're gonna do some meat and potatoes. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this slush fund.
Oh, apparently Kitty has also been a member for 12 months.
Kitty Kate. Let me find a thing. Our loudest. What you got? I'm glad you take that in good fun because that's so good. Where's my okay? I gotta get to the playlist. Playlist.
Dial-up shut up in the chat. What is this place about these days?
Focus on the Matador's Cape. No. We have found out that the Cape is not only full of holes, but the holes are filled with our money. Just filled with our money. Oh, I have a redistricting thing first. Or should I? Let me wait. Let's start with the start. We're going to start with the start.
Start from the start. Start from the beginning.
We're going to start at the beginning and then go from there. So we don't need to watch this whole thing. But there's some very telling shit in here. And I just want everyone, like, this is just shit I want you to keep in the back of your brain. And am I tripping or am I tripping?
To new scrutiny facing the White House after President Trump revealed in financial disclosure forms hundreds of millions of dollars in stock purchases and financial transactions in the first part of this year.
Now keep in mind, y'all, we are the ones with Trump derangement syndrome. Yeah. There's nothing to see here. The Democrats are just after him.
That's all that's going on. Is it's a witch hunt. It's always been a witch hunt.
They just hate him because he smells good, they just keep coming after him for no reason.
Mikey, this is Trump's world. We just live in it.
Like he's just trying his best to enrich himself, and then everyone's hating.
Involving a range of private companies. Some he personally hyped as president or helped them broker potential.
I remember something about that. I remember him doing.
I love Tesla.
I remember him having like a White House back to school sales, Labor Day sales event for Tesla used cars on the White House lawn.
And it can only good happen.
And he was out there saying they're great cars and all this shit. He never said that about Ford. Never said that about GM. Never said that about, get a Dodge Hellcat. It's great. Never said that.
Actually lucrative deals. Now, we should note that in a statement that
now the owner of Tesla definitely didn't give him anything. Nah.
Trump organization says neither the president nor his family plays any role in selecting, directing, or approving specific investments. And a White House spokesperson says his assets are in a trust managed by his children and insisting there are.
Now, the White House is saying, now I'm doing this very remedially because I want people to pay attention to all these little things. So when you come up here with your little excuses about how Trump is the savior of Earth, and he's done everything perfectly, and how could y'all think he's stealing? Like all of these things, these are things that you're gonna have to explain. Okay. So when this gets clipped up and then you guys are in the comment section afterwards and you're already rage typing at me, address the things that she's listing already because, buddy, there's more.
Are no conflicts of interest. Still, the volume of the stock purchases and his stake in some of these companies are unprecedented for a sitting president. For example, according to the disclosures, millions of dollars of stock in Boeing were purchased across several transactions in February and March. It comes as...
Is that normal, y'all? Y'all think that's normal? Y'all think it's normal for him to be like, you know, over there talking to Xi Jinping about Boeing after he done bought up all this Boeing stock? You think that's normal?
Here's the problem is Boeing has been having a rough time, right? But the president shouldn't be out there like, hey, you know those Boeing airplanes, right? They're fucking great. You gotta go buy them. Listen, just buy some Boeing. And doesn't anyone be like, dude, what the why are you in the bag for Boeing?
Right. You certainly have your thumb on that scale right there. Yeah, no, we're no. All previous medical examinations are holding. Everyone who's got it, we're keeping. No, everyone, we're keeping. I don't care. The diagnosis stays the same. But more facts are coming.
Yesterday, the president announced he had secured a deal for Boeing during his China trip. Listen.
We made a lot of great trade deals, including over 200 planes for Boeing with a promise of 750 planes, which will be by far the largest order ever if they do a good job with the 200, which I'm sure they will.
In another trade, hundreds of thousands of dollars of stock in Oracle were purchased on January 12th.
Now, who owns Oracle?
Man.
Who? Remember when they were like, America says you have to sell to an American company? And then he was like, I'm going to go buy that stock right now. I'm forcing the DOJ to make you sell. Oh, okay. I'm going to just buy all the stock beforehand.
Just a few days later, the company finalized a deal brokered by the U.S. for partial ownership of TikTok. The disclosures also show purchases of DoorDash stock roughly a dozen times from January through March. In early April came this DoorDash photo.
I didn't realize he said people will think that this is staged. I didn't realize he said that in a microphone picked it up.
Can we just fucking pass a law at this point that says if you're elected to federal office, you can't hold stocks?
You don't get any money. You got to give up all your money.
And I got a clip to back up some of this shit when you're done, Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what Mike Johnson said about congressmen holding stocks and how our $174,000 a year paycheck isn't good enough?
We could be making so much more money. Well, then go do that. You don't need to be in office, clearly, because you're missing on all this money. Go do it. Go.
Up at the White House with a delivery made directly to the Oval Office.
Nice to meet you. I have your DoorDash order for you, Mr. President.
That's very nice. Look at this. This doesn't look staged, does it?
They're all your favorite.
She from New Mexico, y'all.
I like it. She's like, it's all your favorite, Mr. President. Burgers and Diet Coke.
Diet Coke in one bag, Big Macs and fries in the other bag. She's from New Mexico. This isn't him just ordering DoorDash and she was like in the zone, you know, like she was in the area closest to the McDonald's, so she got the order. No, they flew her in.
Can you imagine? Just think about all the security the White House has, and you're a fucking DoorDash driver, and you get a DoorDash at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, and you show up at the first security checkpoint and be like, yeah, I have a DoorDash for the president. They're going to be like, get the fuck out of here.
They're going to snatch them bags, put a MP5 in your face, and you're going to walk away with no tip. That's what that means. They're going to x-ray the shit out of that food 50 times. You're definitely not... I mean, Tim, you just awakened my Sherlock Holmes brain. Look at those bags.
Yeah.
They're sealed. They still have the sticker on there. That could have been a fucking bomb, y'all. A bomb. It's still stickered clothes. It could be anything in there. Secret Service didn't check that bag.
Nope.
How could they? Oh my God. Here we go.
That's right. He's a good. DoorDash is doing a good job.
And the only reason I give a shit is because they're gonna blame us for him getting blown up by a DoorDasher because he's so stupid that he didn't check the lady on her way in.
Now, we mentioned Boeing, Oracle, and DoorDash. Some other notable transactions include up to $1 million of NVIDIA stock purchased on January 6th, which came just
Oh my God. NVIDIA.
NVIDIA.
Days before the president backed a deal for the company to sell chips to China. There were also more than a dozen purchases of Palantir stock. And
now the MAGAs will say that this is all normal. This is all normal. He buys Boeing 7 times. He buys Oracle. He buys DoorDash. He buys NVIDIA. He buys Palantir. It's just a coincidence. He's not in control of it. He's definitely never said things pumping up those companies.
And when the stock slumped in April, the president took to social media to praise the company, specifically noting its stock ticker. And numerous purchases of Coinbase stock were made from January through March, when the president sent the company's stock soaring by publicly urging big banks to further embrace crypto. Now, there are thousands of financial transactions in these disclosures, and we should note they also show the president bought stock in NBC News parent company Comcast. NBC.
But we're the ones with the derangement. With the derangement. Did you have something tied into this?
Yeah.
That part?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a quick little. Now this is MAGA Mike.
Yeah, let's hear MAGA Mike.
The salary of Congress has been frozen since 2009. When you adjust for inflation, a member of Congress today is making 31% less than they made in that year. It goes down every year, and over time, if you stay on this trajectory,
What about the American people?
you're going to have less qualified people.
Wait, Mikey. I just hold on a second. I just thought of something. Who approves pay raises for Congress, Mikey?
Congress.
And how do they do that?
By writing a bill.
And they gotta
that they can do.
That so
the next Congress will get it.
The 27th Amendment of the Constitution says that Congress votes for its own pay raise.
Correct.
But they can't vote for their current Congress. It's the next Congress.
Right. They have to vote for it, and then they have to win an election, and then they get it.
What's the re-election rate up there in Congress?
For incumbents, 90+%.
So the new Congress is basically the old Congress.
Most
new boss
of the
same as
time.
the old boss.
With some fringe new actors.
Right. So why don't they just fucking raise their salaries?
Because they make money I mean,
why the fuck is he out here complaining about Congress hasn't had a pay raise since 2007. We only make $175,000 a year.
Tim, he's only the Speaker of the House. What can he do about getting bills passed?
You're the third most powerful person in U.S. elected politics, and you're like, I don't know how to get a pay raise.
Maybe he needs to get. Hey, thank you, Viper Scott, because he's gonna need our civics course. We'll send him a link after this because he has no idea how Congress works. As Speaker of the House, he has no idea how it works.
Fucking MAGA Mike over here, the fucking Keebler Elf, doesn't know how to get a pay raise.
Yeah, no one's gotten a pay raise since 2007.
Yeah.
Nothing has matched ad for a 3D printer. At least we're getting STEM stuff.
Gino, which one?
Ooh, what if it's one you got? Sarah Davies.
I got the Mars one, the Elegoo, I think it's called.
Yeah, Dial-up says, keep inflation down. You don't have to worry, Mike. Exactly.
Yeah.
And they made in that year. It goes down every year. And over time, if you stay on this trajectory, you're going to have less qualified people who are willing to make the extreme sacrifice to run for Congress. I mean, it's just...
We already have less qualified people running for Congress.
We're listening to one right now, Mike. It's almost like you're describing a problem that you created.
Bro doesn't remember that he was like number 4 pick for this job.
Oh, yeah, because McCarthy got bumped.
And then they wanted Jim Jordan.
Yeah.
Then they wanted somebody else. And then they're like, we'll just pick Mike Johnson. Nobody fucking knows who he is.
Little did they know.
People just make a reasonable decision as a family on whether or not they can come and move to Washington, have a residency or residence at home, and do all the things that are required. So the counter argument is, and I have some sympathy. Look, at least let them engage in some stock trading, so that they can continue to.
No, because you know what? This motherfucker a year ago was like, "Oh yeah, we should ban stock trading for Congress."
They're all humming a different tune now, aren't they?
And here is where Mikey, the poll that I made comes into play, because it's all connected. I asked the members of the bin,
Tufada,
a simple question: should members of Congress be paid the median income for their constituents? And 2/3 of people who voted in our poll here said yes. The other third of people said no, pay them the minimum wage.
They get crumbs. like the minimum wage needs to be addressed.
It does.
Like it's beyond stupid, because if there's a minimum wage, then you don't get people, if there's a minimum wage hike, you don't have a class of people known as the working poor.
Want to see
the salary?
Sorry, my bad. I forgot that the reels move.
Play.
Yeah.
They play on a scroll.
But here's the problem. These bitches, this bitch specifically, is complaining about how much he gets paid. Not only does he get that salary, he gets an expense account. Those offices are fully staffed by the American people. He gets subsidies for living.
Yeah, he gets that food and housing stipend.
He gets government. He gets fully paid for government health care. So, anyone in Congress who fucking bitches about how much money they make, Democrat, Republican, I don't care. If you're bitching about how much money you make, why don't you ask the people who live in your districts, in your states, how much money they make?
But they're making a sacrifice, Tim. They could be making 10 times more, but they're, only taking the small 175.
Ask him what the median income is for their district or state.
Mike is in rural Northwest Louisiana. I think you can maintain you're not in Cali, where 175,000 is enough for you to have a 1-bedroom apartment and a small cat.
And if he thinks his salary is too small to live on,
he should get a new job.
Then we all should get a fucking raise, because none of us make his salary.
If he's complaining about that, what the fuck does he think the rest of America does?
Right. How does everyone else live on fucking minimum wage, working 3 jobs or whatever?
What's the poverty level? 40 grand, 36 grand.
It's about 45. It's about 45.
So you're making 3 times that, almost 4 times that.
And just to be clear, and we've talked about this in my sociology class, we're talking the poverty level in the United States. What the government measures is absolute poverty, which is the minimum amount of money you need to survive if you are making above or below that. So the poverty level is absolute poverty. If you're making below the poverty level, you are making less than the minimum amount of money you need to have housing and food and get to work and all that other stuff.
Which is, I would argue, at least a quarter of America.
Right. Right. So once again, we're talking about absolute poverty here, not relative poverty. Johnson is talking about relative poverty. He's thinking, oh, we're not making as much money as we used to make because of inflation or whatever. That's relative poverty. Right. We're talking about the bare minimum to survive in this country.
Because I can tell you right now, most of his constituents would love to get a price cut to $175K a year.
Yeah. You know what? Mike Johnson should get a fucking job and quit relying on others.
I agree.
Because you know who pays him? We do.
The broke people.
He gets paid off of our tax dollars. And he's bitching about how much money we pay him.
Tim, he worked 89 days last year.
Yeah. That's another thing. They don't fucking work.
We might have done more streams than they had days of Congress last year.
It's really honestly ridiculous.
Oh, we for sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure we did.
Because 52 weeks in a year, we did at least minimum 3 shows a week. So we outpaced Congress last year.
Right.
That's embarrassing, guys. And they want 175K for that.
They want more. He wants more. He wants either more.
He wants the ability to use his position and the information from that system that he's a part of to make more money. Because that's only fair. MAGA, y'all like this? Y'all remember when they were like drain the swamp and there's so much corruption? Y'all don't see this as fucking corruption?
No, Mikey, they like it.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, look, the sweet yellow rain has come again today. It smells like success.
Someone says it's private money because the government went bankrupt. This person clearly doesn't understand how public budgets work, but that's fine.
It's private money because the government went.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it does. It totally does. Say more like that. Can you explain it more, please? Oh my God. Like you're not far off the mark at this point. Because at this point, it's a layup. Like, even though I have 10,000 hours of me like streaming, like cursing and being a general gamer and fuck you, like none of that shit, I don't think would hurt my reputation at all, considering these motherfuckers are literally like Boeing, Palantir, Oracle, all of his best friends, all the people that were on stage with him during the inauguration. That's where all of his money went, to the stocks in that country, in that company.
Yeah.
And y'all are acting like it's normal.
And most
Carter
of these
sold the peanuts.
Most of these Congress people come from districts that are way poorer than most people. Like a lot of these rural congressmen that come from, like let's say Montana or South Dakota or whatever. I know they only have like one congressman each, but the rural districts have it a lot worse than districts that have, cities or suburbs in them. And they're getting paid the same as Mike Johnson is. He might get a little bump because he's in leadership, but they're all getting paid the same. And I'm sure they're making out a lot better. I don't know what the fuck Mike Johnson is complaining about. They make 3 times the national average for income. And in some cases in their districts, they're making 4 or 5 times that. And they're like, oh, we got to be able to trade stocks so we can make more money.
Uh-oh, is Dial-Up upset with me? What are you upset about now, Dial-Up? Okay.
Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
But here's the greatest thing about Mikey making stupid generalizations. Every single one of them has proved true. Go back and watch.
I don't know what the generalization is that you made.
I make a lot of them.
I know, but I don't know which one he's talking about.
I don't know either. That's fine. When it stops making sense, working for you, makes sense. Like, yeah, do your thing.
Well,
you're not bound. You're not bound to us. I mean, you do have a free membership, so stick around. Maybe use some emotes, but yeah, you don't have to agree with anything that is said here.
In fact,
we like it.
Yeah,
we like it.
Yeah, say what you disagree with rather than pouting and storming off, but it's all good.
Reporter Jonathan Allen joins me now. Also with me now.
Actually, I don't want to listen to you. I think that one guy I wanted to listen to. Not him, the other guy. I think this guy had something to say.
Unprecedented. We may not know what FDR did in terms of his investments, but in the modern era of government ethics, which really begins post-Watergate with the Jimmy Carter administration, presidents, even though by law they are exempt from conflicts of interest, have behaved and managed their finances, in fact, as though they were subject to conflicts of interest. Secondly, I think, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, please continue.
I was going to say that secondly, it's a kind of a fig leaf to say that the trust has a financial manager. There are a lot of people with retirement accounts who have financial managers and aren't making individual decisions. That's no excuse, and it doesn't help shore up public trust that the president is in fact acting in our interest as Americans rather than his own financial interests and those of his family.
And on one hand, they're saying he's not in control of it. His kids are taking charge of it. The boys are watching it.
Yeah.
And then the White House is like, the boys are not involved with the money at all. They have no part of this. They would never be a part of this because that would be a conflict of.
Yeah.
All of that is primer for us to get to the main thing. This slush fund. Let's talk about this slush fund. So here's the meat and potatoes for you. There we go. I wrote down here Tuesday show. The slush fund. The slush fund. Legality. No. But why? So let's start off with the first thing. So Trump had that case against the IRS because this came out maybe 3-4 years ago. Some aide, some intern at the IRS was showing up doing their job, and Trump's tax return comes across their desk, and they're like, oh shit, this is Trump. I'm gonna copy this shit. And they copied that shit, and then they leaked it to the newspapers. That is illegal. You can't do that.
You definitely can't do that.
So that person went to jail. That person got convicted. That person went to jail. And I think they're out already. It's not that huge of a thing, but it is illegal. You're not allowed to, dox people. You can't just throw out people's private information. That's not, even if it's information that person promised that they would give everybody. Even if they promised to do it and they didn't, and then it comes out anyway, you're not allowed to do it. So that person went to jail. So Trump, because his information got up, Trump decided to sue the IRS for this breach of confidentiality. Normally, the baseline is about $1,000 per instance.
Okay.
You know what Trump wanted?
What?
$10 billion.
Oh, yes. No, we covered this. We covered this.
Yes. So the new thing is Trump has decided we're not going to pursue the $10 billion lawsuit. Just the DOJ has decided to bend the knee because they know Trump is so right in his $10 billion case. Instead of giving Trump the $10 billion outright, they're just going to make a fund for $1.5 billion for all the people who were, let's see here, creation of a January 6th fund to pay out anyone who the DOJ has deemed as harmed by the Biden DOJ.
I'm sorry. What?
So the Trump DOJ has decided to settle Trump's lawsuit of $10 billion into the creation of a January 6th fund to pay out anyone who the Trump DOJ has deemed as harmed by the Biden DOJ.
I see.
All of this taxpayer money, by the way. All of it taxpayer money. This is not food for hungry people. This is not new roads. This is not bombs to protect us from invasion. This is not anything. This is just giving money to people he likes. That's what he's doing. He's taking your tax money, folding it up, and giving it to other people.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find that Jamie Raskin one. That was the last thing I was watching. I'll play this one in the meantime. Let me go find that.
Preface by apologizing to viewers for my past MAGA activism and my support of Donald Trump.
Good start.
When Trump ran, I fell for the lies that he would drain the swamp and would root out corruption. And he was correct in pointing out the graft and the fraud and the abuse. But what he has done is he has continued to enrich himself and his own family at the expense of the American
Did you not know you
people.
could do that, Mikey?
I realized that Trump was lying and that I had allowed myself to believe these lies, which eventually led to my leaving of MAGA. And I think that there are more than ever who are in the MAGA community who right now are having doubts about their support for Donald Trump. We have a nationwide billboard campaign, and our message is very simple on the campaign. It's having doubts, you're not alone. And for those who might be seeing this, who right now are starting to question their beliefs, are starting to perhaps feel confused, they're wondering if the MAGA movement comports with their values anymore, we want them to know that they're not alone. And I think the president knows that he is losing support. I believe that many in MAGA do have a red line. I think when people reach that line of demarcation, when there is one lie or one betrayal too many, it starts to make them wonder and question if this is a movement that they can continue to support. And I think that Trump continues to abuse his office and the office of the president recklessly. And I think that many in MAGA are starting to recognize that.
Listen, guys, you're going to have to take a couple of I told you so's if you want to be in the cool kids club. Okay. Okay. Because we tried to forewarn, we tried to pull the emergency brake. We yanked on every cord we could. We did every dance to signify emergency. We put piles of 3 everywhere that's what you're supposed to do if you're trapped out in the wilderness. You're supposed to make piles of 3. That's SOS. That we tried everything. You just wouldn't listen. You just had to let him. No, but he's being racist, and I like when he says racist shit. So let's have him. He's not going to steal the money. It's fine. He's stealing the fucking money. All of it.
You know, Rich, you touch on a lot of pieces there that really, I think a lot.
Y'all just being numbnuts right now because you forget your own history.
What's going on in there, Mikey?
What's up?
When you play sounds, there's a triple echo.
Oh, because I'm all right. Here, play that other clip. I'm gonna switch back over to Chrome.
All right,
worth it.
Speaking of Trump taking all the money,
gold casing, a flag stamped on the back. This long-awaited T1 phone from Trump
There goes
Mobile
Mikey.
is finally here. It was in June last year that the president's sons announced a bold new venture.
Today, we're here to introduce Trump Mobile.
The phone marketed as a
but the president's sons aren't helping him enrich himself. No, that's not what's going on here.
patriotic alternative to big tech and promised as an American-made phone.
We're keeping our data onshore. We're going to be manufacturing the phones.
Trump Mobile said the phone would be released in August. NBC News put down the $100 deposit that same month.
Thank you for your order, Brian Chung.
But 9 months passed with 12 phone calls and countless emails to the company. But one day after this report last week, here we are in...
Remember the report that we talked about last week, Mikey?
Which one?
The one about the Trump phones not being shipped out?
No, they're in the post.
Mikey, they watch the show.
May 2026 and they're...
Yeah.
Well, NBC, you need to fucking subscribe. That's what I want. I want to see the
no
big
sign of it.
Someone
subscribe to your fucking channel. I want to see the validation. Give it to me.
On behalf of Trump Mobile contacted me and said devices were going out to the media.
And okay, here it is. Here is the long-awaited.
Great. Now we're every other podcast in the fucking world. We gotta watch someone unbox something.
We
Anyway,
have a show called Unboxed Politics.
Trump mobile phone.
We
The
like
phone
those
is taller
videos.
than an iPhone 17 and comes with 512 gigabytes of storage at a
That's
relatively
it?
cheap $499, which the company says is promotional pricing.
Truth Social. Pre-installed on the phone.
Like any other phone, it can make calls, send texts,
do some wide angles,
and takes pretty good photos too. The
Yeah,
phone
because
looks different from how it was originally advertised. The original language on the website said the phone would be made in the USA. Advertised. The original language on the website.
Made in the USA. It says, get ready to experience the power of Trump Mobile. Our Made in the USA T1 phone is available for pre-order now and will be available September 2025. Mikey, what year is it?
2026. 5/19/2026 to be precise.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Site said the phone would be made in the USA, language that has since been scrubbed from the website.
Oh yeah, because it's American proud.
Yeah, you don't manufacture phones in America. It's not where all the chips are made, guys.
But what about this? What if I used foreign goods but labeled it as American, and you're actually paying an American, which makes it American?
Exactly. Or as Wendy Kirkland says, America, the greatest country in the world. You can be rich and be president. I love it.
Okay. I gotta check on the kid.
Now saying American proud design with an American flag that has only 11 stripes. Experts say the phone resembles a phone.
Wait, what?
There was only 11. There was only actually, I almost gave away the answer. Pop quiz, civics fans. Why are there 13 stripes on the American flag?
4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, only 11. How about that,
bro? And also, you're not supposed to put the American flag on things.
I'm surprised it has all 50 stars. Then
does it? Maybe they counted.
1. 2,
Don't. Not now. Bad radio. Press play. Jesus Christ.
Here we go. Yeah, it's the original colonies. It's 13 original colonies.
Yes.
Unlucky for some, perhaps.
Only 11 stripes. Experts say the phone resembles a phone made in Taiwan.
It looks very similar. It has a very distinct shape.
Yeah, that does look really similar.
Almost identical so far. We're not set up for a mid-range, kind of mid-budget phone to be made in that way here in the United States.
$200.
If I had to put money on it, I would say that's the HTC.
So they're saying the Trump phone is
United States. If I had to put
that phone.
He's saying the name of it, but you paused it.
put money on it, I would say that's the HTC U24 Pro.
Representatives for Trump Mobile did not respond to questions about whether the phone is made in the U.S. And the White House did not confirm if President Trump himself is using the phone bearing his name.
He's not.
Absolutely not.
He would never.
Here's why that's a bad idea. I guarantee you there's no encryption on that phone.
Oh, zero.
So any fucking foreign army can know exactly what Trump's location is.
Oh,
if he used that thing.
You know who's using this phone?
Hegseth.
Yeah.
Hegseth's like, it comes with an American flag. fucking. Bye. I got the silent mouse, so my joke isn't working.
Like, does it come pre-installed with Signal?
Can I get one with Signal too? Is there a bundle?
I need to make sure all of my war chats port over.
Can you port over my Signal war chats?
Oh boy.
All right, with that, Brian Chung joins us. Brian, we have so many questions. You got the phone. First, how does it work? You've been playing with it all day.
Yeah, I mean, it works like any other phone. It's got Android on here. I think, again, it's going to be a surprise to people that there's a Truth Social preloaded onto the phone. And you'll also
it's a Trump mobile phone.
It is a Trump mobile phone.
Yeah.
And again, there's been a lot of chatter about the 11 stripes on the back instead of 13, although maybe the Trump mobile is the 13. But I think a lot of people are asking a lot of questions. Again, this was a phone that was supposed to be made in the USA. The side of the box here says proudly assembled in the USA. So
what does that mean?
Well, there are implications. So the FTC actually declares whether or not
Trump
you can
is
say
the
if a
Timu
phone is
president.
made in the USA. It depends on the parts. If you say assembled in the USA, that means that the parts could come from abroad. But if a substantial amount of the assembly happens in the US, then
See, and this is how y'all are getting fucking grifted. They're like, oh, we're going to build this phone in America. No. The parts were not built in America. They just assembled it in America. And that's the same grift that happened with those made in America car tax cuts. It's not made in America. Subaru doesn't get all their parts from America. They ship them from overseas. And then they just assemble them in a plant in America. But they're not, the parts aren't made here. They're made elsewhere. That phone was made elsewhere. It may have been assembled in America, but assembled in America is a cop-out. It's not American made. And for all those people who are like, oh, we got to buy American made, we got to buy American made, that's a myth. It's not a reality for devices like phones or vehicles. They just aren't. They're made in all sorts of places. Most of the parts from our cars come from fucking Canada or overseas. And then they assemble them here because then you get a tax cut, but it's ridiculous. It's a tax cut that goes away after some point, by the way. Right. Chrissy says, I bet proudly assembled in America means it was packaged in America. Right.
You can say it's assembled in the U.S., but again, not exactly what was originally advertised when this was first announced in Trump Tower in June.
Yeah, and then we noticed, just talking to you, the hole in the top of the phone, because we haven't seen a mini jack in a long time on a
3.5 millimeter
cell phone.
headphone jack, which I think people will remember. That's where you used to plug in.
Oh, it's got a headphone jack? Yo, I missed the headphone jack on my phone. I got one of them Google phones, and it doesn't, I have to have wireless headphones. Bluetooth. I missed the headphone jack.
Your phones now, everyone's doing wireless with the earbuds or the AirPods, but this has a little bit of a throwback feature on there. And by the way, it's a reason for why some analysts are saying this is likely a version of another phone, because it's such an unusual feature. Only a few of them really have them these days. And so they saw the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, all the other features.
But when you say throwback, I mean, those minis aren't coming back or anything, right?
Well, I mean, I've seen people in New York City wearing the wired headphones.
I've seen that
so
too,
maybe
but
it is popular again. But again, I think that this could just be a situation where whatever company the Trump mobile people wanted to contract with to get this done.
Yeah, it's an old HTC.
They had a 3.5 millimeter jack in there, and that's what they went
Just
with.
fucking spray painted them gold.
Top of that one first, appreciate it.
Yep.
It's a phone from like 4 years ago.
Turning now to new scrutiny facing the White.
Oh, this was the video that Mikey was watching. All right. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
And I would recognize Senator Van Hollen for his opening statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
This is also in relation to this, the whole fucking Trump embezzlement nonsense. This is Todd Blanche, the Attorney General, being questioned about that slush fund that Trump has set up, or trying to set up.
Mr. Blanche, welcome. The acting Attorney General is supposed to be the people's lawyer and defend the rule of law, and not act as the president's personal lawyer. But in this administration, the Department of Justice is solely focused on pleasing one man, no matter the cost. Lest anyone forget, huge banners with Donald Trump's face hang from both sides of the main Justice building. This is the big banner of Donald.
Yeah, that's not fucking dystopian at all, by the way. Huge banners with the leader's face. That's, very V for Vendetta of Trump.
Trump on one side of it, so that every single person who enters that building will see it and remember exactly what that man wants them to do. You're his former personal attorney, and you know exactly what he wants. In fact, he often posts it right here on social media, his Truth Social account. He wants to weaponize the department for his own political ends. And right from the start, you and your cohorts have worked to deliver what he wants, doing his political dirty work. 2 days ago, you even suggested that there was, quote, a ton of evidence that the 2020 election was rigged
Guess
against
who else
Trump.
had banners?
And here you are at a budget hearing asking for taxpayer funds to pursue the department's mission when you're using those funds to punish Trump's adversaries, reward his friends, and pursue his personal vendettas.
A spoiler alert from the Dark Lord Greg. Blanche repeatedly gets mad at people for calling it a slush fund. Oh, Greg, I finished Parade of Horribles. Jesus Christ, that book is insane.
It began with pardoning the rioters who stormed the Capitol on January 6th and assaulted police officers. The revenge continued with the firing of more than a dozen lawyers who represented the Justice Department in those cases. Yesterday, you created a $1.8 billion slush fund to dole out taxpayer dollars to the president's supporters, including those who attacked this Capitol on January 6th. That is pure theft of public funds. And rewarding individuals who committed crimes is obscene. Every American can see through this illegal, corrupt, self-dealing scheme. You have also...
Oh, we have a little report here from Chris C. The Trump phone comes with a Snapdragon 7 series chipset, which is designed for lightweight mid-range devices. So, I mean, it was what, $500, and they said that was promotional. So I wonder how much is that HTC phone that they're referring to? How much did that go for? Is it comparable to the Trump phone, or is it more or less?
Misspent resources on the blatant political prosecutions of James Comey and others. You couldn't find a single career lawyer to bring the first case against Comey, and lawyers resigned rather than participate in that charade. Now you've launched a ludicrous vindictive prosecution.
Greg, I just want to say that the heavy use of food trucks in that book is hilarious.
In the Seashell case, it's a shameful dereliction of your duty to pursue impartial justice without fear or favor. You've also brought criminal charges against journalists who were doing their jobs in Minneapolis. You've refused to hold accountable the DHS agents who shot and killed Renee Good. Instead, while members of the administration called both Renee Good and Alex Preddy domestic terrorists, you ordered a criminal investigation of Renee Good's partner. Hardworking professional attorneys resigned rather than engage in that abuse of power. Others in the department have been fired for telling the truth to the courts, an insidious message to send to officers of the court. You have fired immigration judges who rendered decisions the administration didn't like. More gross political interference in what is supposed to be an independent process.
Chrissy says the HTC U24 Pro sells for $469.99 in 2024 at its time of release. So they're upselling it, a 2-year-old phone, theoretically, for $500 to make a little bit more cash, I suppose.
All told, DOJ lost over 8,500 staff last year and nearly 1/4 of its lawyers. It's so bad that you're now offering $25,000 signing bonuses and hiring prosecutors with no prior legal experience, seeking applicants who personally pledge support to the president. You've also refused to share with members of Congress the Office of Legal Counsel's purported legal justification for the blatantly illegal war the president and Prime Minister Netanyahu started in Iran. You have clear conflicts of interest between your prior job as the president's personal lawyer and your duty to ensure justice. This is especially true with respect to the cases of the survivors of the heinous crimes committed by Jeffrey Epstein.
Button. Hold on, I want to see if I can find any more. Let's see. What's a good one? Senator Coons?
I want to talk about some areas where I think we're making progress and we can work together, and then raise some real concerns I have. I do think it's worth recognizing the hard work of the men and women of the department and the progress they're making on combating fentanyl and violent crime. I've long been involved in criminal justice reform, talked with and worked with your predecessor on this. I was pleased to see the president's message during Second Chance Month, where he said he wants to ensure those who take responsibility and seek to rebuild their lives have a chance to succeed. Senator Lee and I have a bill called the Safer Supervision Act. It's co-sponsored by Senators Tillis and Wicker, Kramer and Langford. It's got strong law enforcement and conservative support, and it fits squarely in that framework. Currently, federal supervision is imposed in nearly every case, leading to badly overworked federal probation officers who then can't properly supervise those who actually most need it. There's more than 120,000 people on average per year being supervised. And this bill would help ensure courts are more thoughtful, more analytic when deciding when to impose supervision. Is this a piece of legislation you can support?
So what you just said, I very much agree with. So without looking at every word of the legislation, there's no disagreement from me on a word you just uttered.
Well, thank you. I'd like to work with you on that.
Yes, I look forward to that.
Let me raise two questions. I've been gravely concerned about IP theft, especially from China, the whole time I've served. I was struck that the department's proposed budget cuts the funds for IP enforcement. Why? And is the department under your leadership committed to protecting American innovation?
Very committed. And while you're calling it a cut, Senator, I would say that it's a major focus of
It's a lack of an increase?
Well, no. I don't mean lack of an increase. I mean that we're focused on it at the U.S. Attorney's Office level. So when we take money and spend it around the U.S. Attorney's offices, and so it's baked into that big number, rest assured, every U.S. Attorney's office, all 93 of them, are focused on the threats that we have from there. And so money more wisely.
Chair Collins raised a concern about the Violence Against Women Act funds. Let me raise a concern about.
You stole a piece of apple from your child?
That's right. She doesn't get the whole piece. I get some of it. I need fiber too. I like vitamin C. It's like, I need some nutrients too. Some of this.
So
I'm aging.
The rest of the video on the Trump phone was basically about whether or not the Trump phone was that HTC phone. And Chrissy put up that they would be skeptical about the claim that the phone but the Trump phone comes with a 512 gigabyte of memory, and the HTC phone is only 256 gigs. And we looked up the price of the HTC phone, and it's only a little bit less than what Trump is charging for the T1, whatever the fuck he's calling it. Like it's a Terminator. And the HTC phone is from 2024. So it could or could not be that phone.
I mean, they retire models.
Right.
And then he says, okay, I'll buy that model. And then that's officially the Trump phone. Like,
yeah,
he didn't sit there with a room of fucking designers and make this thing. You know what I mean? Like that's the bare bones of it. He didn't sit there with like a Steve Jobs turtleneck on with a big whiteboard and it's like, no, functionality over performance. Like, no, he's not that guy. He's not that guy.
And now we're watching Todd Blanche get questioned about the Trump slush fund.
About the Victims of Child Abuse Act programs. Senator Roy Blunt and I worked to reauthorize this program.
Wow, so many people. It's like their year anniversary watching the bin.
It's their biniversary.
It's their biniversary. Happy biniversary.
Happy anniversary to you.
Program. I've long been actively engaged with it. I've seen how children's advocacy centers in Delaware make a critical difference, bringing together law enforcement, mental health professionals to do child abuse investigations in a child-centered way to make sure children are not re-victimized. The number of victims served by these centers has increased fourfold over 25 years. Why are you proposing cutting this program?
So we have asked for $41 million for that program, and I agree with you, and I want to work with you to make sure that we're spending that $41 million where we should. I agree with you; it's extraordinarily important, and has had a lot of success over the past 15, 20 years.
I agree with you that the program you're talking about is very important. However, I would also like to spend less money on it.
I'd like to cut the money from it.
Right. So if you would work with me on how best to spend the fewer dollars that I've asked for this program. I mean, we're going to be cutting services, but if you want to spend it more efficiently, I mean, we could.
You're not getting the service either way, so you might as well not even put the money over here. Okay.
As it's been up and running.
Thank you. Let me return to the line of questioning from the ranking member, Senator Van Hollen, that I strongly agree with. I'm just looking at the settlement agreement in Trump versus IRS, and I just want to make sure I heard you properly when you.
Also, Mikey, we didn't talk about this part of it, but the IRS is under the executive branch of the federal government.
For now.
Trump is the chief executive officer of the federal government.
That's right.
He sued his own government and then had a settlement with the people he's in charge of.
That's right.
and was like, we'll just take 2 billion instead of the whole 10. That'll make it seem better. Like,
Tim, I said right here. It says right here. Trump DOJ has decided to settle Trump's lawsuit of 10 billion into the creation of a January 6th fund to pay out anyone who the Trump DOJ has deemed as harmed by the Biden DOJ.
so let me get this straight. Trump sued the people that work for him.
Correct.
And then got other people that work for him to settle with the people that work for him for an exorbitant amount of money.
On his behalf.
On his behalf. That's the gist of it.
Ellerfly. Hi, Ellerfly. McPherson. I likes that.
McPherson, that's a good one.
I fucks with that.
Jesus Christ. Like, you'd have to be fucking blind and deaf to think that this is not just a huge corruption scheme.
Tim, that's not a huge corruption scheme. The right is saying this is not a huge corruption scheme.
How is this not corruption in any way?
Because it's not. He said he said it wasn't, Tim.
But he's making the people that work for him pay him money.
Out of taxpayer money.
Out of our money.
Yeah.
It would be different if it was like someone else's money, I suppose, but it's our money.
If it was coming from like a company, like a rich company or something like that, that would be slightly different.
Then
No,
he's
this
just
is
thrifting that
taxpayer money.
company.
This is a DOJ fund that they set up because, like, instead of having Congress vote on whether to pay everybody, a pool is formed, and if you win your case against the federal government, you get your settlement out of that pool.
It shouldn't even be possible for the president of the United States to sue his own branch of government.
Especially when you're guilty.
Right.
Especially when you definitely did that. But I mean, like I said, the baseline for the offense that he is claiming, because that person did get a hold of his tax returns and leak that shit to reporters, that happened. It's $1,000. He's multiplied the fine by 1 million times. Because a billion is 1,000 million. So he cranked up his punitive damages by 1,000,000% to punish the American people to the tune of 10 billion. Oh, actually, it's more than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 10 million.
Right.
Because he said 10 billion at first.
Right. He sued for 10, even after the dude who did the original leak was fired and put in jail.
Yeah. So a 1,000 fine up to 10 billion is a
so
million increase.
In addition to Trump just suing his own branch of government and then making the people that work for him do a settlement with other people that work for him, he's punishing all of us.
Right.
For something that one person did and already got punished for.
Right. In accordance to the law, they got punished. They didn't get pardoned. They didn't get no get out of jail free cards. They got punished. No one protected that person.
And by the way, the $10 billion that he sued the IRS for is like 1/6 of their entire budget.
Correct. He's been harmed, Tim. Now I want him to keep that same motherfucking energy. Because let me tell you something. All them fucking victims from Epstein, and you dox them and you put their shit out there.
Yeah.
Thank you for setting the precedent, Mr. President. I hope every single one of them victims sue your asses for $1 billion. That way they can fucking restart their life and get the fuck away from here.
Like it's completely insane. No one would have thought that this would be fucking going on.
Hi, Mark C. Is Mark C new?
I think Mark C is new, but Mark C says he dropped the $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS regarding the leak in exchange for the Department of Justice establishing the slush fund.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I love how everything has to be 1776 with him. Like he's so fucking patriotic.
Oh my God. It's like numerous, like it takes like everything, like, oh, it's 4th of July, like a numbered holiday that the numbers in the title.
Yeah.
He turns simple shit like that and makes you feel like it's numerology shit. Like I gotta like fucking not eat sevens or something. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what that means.
But still,
got a weird obsession.
That slush fund is, first of all, way too much money for the criminal defense or whatever.
For January, and this is for people whose lives have been ruined by the Biden DOJ. It's like, that's not how fucking law works, dickhead.
It's not.
You don't get to just like come back and be like, oh yeah, and I'm gonna set up a fund for everybody who lost a case. Is that what we're doing? Tons of mice.
$5 super chat from Tons of Mice. Tim's hat 2026, where the president wins, we all win. Not.
Fuck the hell off.
I could see it happening before it happened. It was great.
Or you can spend $2 billion on something else, something better. Like, just let the government spend the money on what the government's supposed to spend it on.
I'm trying to find a way to rationalize these series of events in a right-wing manner that isn't completely insane. Like, you have to be completely insane to think that this is okay. This is theft.
Yeah,
he is stealing.
This is a drink the Kool-Aid moment for MAGA.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what's it called? This is just like Elon at the fucking inauguration.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that exuberant gesture? He's Sig Heiled.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. What? Oh man. So
this is
goddamn, you're an embarrassment.
This is 100% a tread on me daddy moment.
Yeah.
Where they have to be like, this is good for everyone if we have this fund that Trump can just do whatever he wants with.
And it's expiring at the end of his term.
Just like everything else.
Yo, and how do they justify it then? If it expires at the end of his term, why would it expire?
Right.
They need $1 billion for 2 years.
If this is a defense against weaponization fund or whatever the fuck they want to call it, do you think the legal proceedings are only going to last for another 2 years?
How would it get? That would be one case.
Right.
It's just theft. They're just stealing your shit, bro. I don't know how else to tell guys. They're just straight up taking it now. They're stealing your shit and giving it to your friends. Motherfuckers out there bragging, talking about they're about to get a $10 million bonus because they raided the Capitol. That's your money.
I mean, unless you don't pay taxes, and then
no, these you see, if you just push the trans people into the dirt, you see, and then they just shit on the Muslims right to their face, just deny all black people rights altogether. Tell the women to get back in the kitchen. Just do that shit. And then they'll vote for you. What are you talking about? No one wants to vote for you at that point.
Right.
No one wants to vote for you. You're a fucking monster, and no one wants to fucking vote for you at that point.
Oh,
that's exactly what they had a fucking Californian black woman. They brought her out and they told her to say those words to us. And then we're wondering why we're sitting here now. And we wonder.
Mikey, as a friend of the show once said, if you know anything about the tax system, you'll never pay taxes.
Right.
You don't have to pay taxes. So this is, I don't know where this money is coming from.
That's DOJ money. Hey, you thought we were going after criminals anymore? No, they're blowing that. Listen, y'all. I don't know how else to fucking say this. He is tanking the dollar and he's burning down the White House. He doesn't want a 2028 because he doesn't want there to be a U.S.
Man, I'm sure he knows he's not making it to 2028, like physically.
They have no plans on there being a furtherance of this country. They're trying to sink the ship. They're doing it on purpose.
And if you once again, well, we talked about this at the beginning of the show, listen to conservative talk radio. They are losing their goddamn minds over this. Tucker Carlson has already abandoned Trump. Alex Jones,
Megyn Kelly, Candace.
Yeah, Candace Owens,
Theo
Ben
Von.
Shapiro. Oh, Theo Von, yeah.
They're all rats trying to jump out the ship. The rats are the ones sinking the bitch on purpose. They literally like, I'm going to fill the whole boat with water. And I'm like, yo, that's a bad idea.
Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
Completely abandoning Trump. Joe Rogan.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah.
Boebert's under attack because, we didn't talk about this because it happened like after the show or whatever on Thursday. He cut their fucking, their water deal.
Yeah.
They needed like $3 billion for a water project to get the fucking farmers water on Southeast Colorado. And that's Boebert's district. And she's like, what the fuck? He's like, yo, fuck you. Free my girl out of here. Farmers die, homie. He said, fuck you. Get my girl Tina Peters out of jail now, or you don't get shit. Guess who just got a commutation from the fucking governor?
I'm pretty sure Fuentes is trying to back his way out of there.
Oh, yeah. Crazy. He said, fuck the Colorado farmers. Boebert's got to fucking pay her dues. Talk to your governor. Get my girl out, and then your farmers can have water for their fucking crops. Unreal. And we're the ones that are psychotic.
Yep.
Responded previously. Your announcement said that the fund will send you quarterly reports. Will you commit to making these reports fully public so Americans know who's getting taxpayer dollars out of the settlement fund?
Oh, yeah. Well, people are under evacuation orders from wildfire because it's wildfire season. But also the Trump administration has not put any money into forest maintenance.
Oh, I have another paper here. Fight fire with fire, baby. The Board of Peace. Remember the Board of Peace?
Mm-hmm.
That's not really a thing either. And he did the Board of Peace, much like he's doing this fund for the J6ers. So we had 1.5 billion less out of the State Department, which pretty sure is disaster relief, assisting FEMA. I mean, when there's like landslides and earthquakes in other countries, that comes out of the State Department, but we don't have any money right now. We gave it away already.
And
I'm glad y'all voted for this.
They folded FEMA in with DHS, and they plan to not have a FEMA budget by the end of 2027. So there's also that. They want to put disaster relief on all the states.
So South Carolina, I mean, this is what we foretold. States can't handle this shit independently.
Nope. They don't have,
That's why we got to
the
work
money
together.
State budgets, unlike the federal budget, cannot run a deficit.
Right.
So if they run a deficit, the money has to come from somewhere.
Your ass.
Yeah. In one way or the other.
Mostly.
It's either a reduction of services or raising taxes.
Yep. What do you mean it's $600 to go to preschool? Yeah. They gotta get that. They gotta get that now. Gas is $14. Got a city tax on there, baby.
Confidential. This is Section 4, Part E of the settlement agreement.
The reason why I want to be careful in my answer is because there's obviously laws that exist around privacy that may prevent some of the information that the commission takes in from being fully public. Beyond that, there will be full transparency, and I commit to you that beyond the applicable laws that exist around privacy and privileges and whatnot. But as far as being transparent and having those quarterly reports released, yes.
Thank you. You referenced a previous case. I think it was Keepseagle versus Vilsack under the previous administration. Did that case involve a president suing his own government and then settling that case before it could be reviewed or approved by a judge?
Wow.
So no, neither does the commission.
It did not. And so when you suggested that they're nearly identical, they're not identical. I think there's a critical difference here. President Trump is the first president to sue his own government and then direct his chosen acting attorney general to reach this kind of settlement. Will you commit that?
Literally the shit we're just talking about. He's the only one to ever do this. Because just like everything else that Trump has done, it is sort of an unwritten rule that presidents don't sue their own government. It was never an actual like fucking law. We were too complacent in this country about our norms. We didn't codify any of them into laws.
Well, we would never imagine that a judge would ever entertain this.
Like Democrats. You fucking sat around and did nothing for way too long.
Yeah.
And everything got fucking they just pulled the rug out from under you on everything.
I think they allowed a piece of it because they thought that they could control it.
Right. But it's like it's the same thing with Roe v. Wade and abortion rights.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, oh, the Supreme Court's not going to overturn this. And everyone they interview for the Supreme Court said, oh, it's settled. The last fucking guy was like it's precedent upon precedent upon precedent, or whatever he said. That's what Kavanaugh said. And then Kavanaugh was like, yeah, let's overturn it. Guys, you want to do that? Yeah, let's do that.
He's like, I actually never said that I wouldn't change my mind.
I just said it was precedent on top of precedent on top of precedent. And they don't hold anybody accountable for the things they fucking say to Congress, and they don't make laws based on the things that they need to make laws on.
And if it was going to be a back and forth fight about things, that would be different.
Yeah.
This is complete subterfuge. This is complete cloak and dagger. And I don't know why everyone keeps like the continual, oh, but you got to hear the other person's side, though. You got to hear the other person's side. There isn't another side to a lot of this. I'm not on a left or right side. These are legal issues most of the time. So it's like we have a certain code, and where does that behavior fall in that code? Motherfuckers be violating, and we just be against the violations, and like, oh man, you done picked a side already. So one side is just implicitly get away with much as illegal shit as possible. Because if that's the confession, then that's the confession.
Yeah.
Then I think then the buddy hug club of let's get MTG and let's bring everybody in on the side. No, there's a sign at the door. Legal activity only. Like stop trying to coerce and like make friends with literal villains. And all you peons down here, peasants down, regular folk, stop praising people who are just plotting your demise. They don't give a shit about you. You think Todd Blanche gives a fuck about any American citizen other than the one in fucking 1600 Pennsylvania? He is not worried about y'all. He doesn't care about your rights. He doesn't give a shit about any of that. He's not going after any big companies on your behalf. He's not going to do anything for us. He has a client. Same client he had before.
5 British pound super chat from Viper Scott. So doing this makes a president sorry.
But you can't sing.
Makes a president sorry in law for the president to sue the government, so any president can sue the U.S. government from now on. Yes, I mean,
yeah, we're gonna unless we write it out or
unless we
remove
write
that.
it out.
We have to remove the power from them.
I guess my point is, it has always been the case that the president could sue the U.S. government, but it was a norm for U.S. presidents not to sue their own government because why would you do that? It's bad for you to do that.
Because look what he's suing about.
Right.
He's supposed to be a billionaire, and you're over here pissed off over a $2,000 offense. This is obvious. It's just, oh, you stepped on my sneaker. You'll have to pay me for that scuff on my sneaker.
Right.
Now I'll need a whole new wardrobe. Because this comes in a set, and this is the only. That's what he's doing. Nah, dog. This is literal crookery. the crooks are back in DC.
Captain Birdhammer says banning all Republicans on here.
No, I'm saying
socialists.
No, listen to the words I'm saying with your small bird brain. But they're amazing at processing visual information. I love it.
That's because they're robots.
That is because they're cameras. I got the book. But what you're failing to realize here is it doesn't fucking matter the party. I'm just saying the people, those are the labels of the person that's doing the activity. If the other person was doing the activity, I would just reverse the names. It doesn't matter. It's the name of the party that's doing the thing. So it's not about whether I agree with their ideas. It's about who we're talking about. It's identifiers.
Oh, Daily Blase.
Woo, Daily Blase.
Fuck the hell off.
Ooh, I'm sorry. My bad. Hold on.
Gravy.
Gravy.
All right, let's watch the rest of this Todd Blanche getting yelled at.
Flip.
None of President Trump's family will receive a direct payout from this fund.
Yes, but what you just said is not true. I mean, if I can correct that,
Please.
the president did not direct me to do anything. And secondly,
for
what
sure
we said
he
was
did.
that the structure.
For sure he did. He told you to go do this thing, and you said yes, sir. He told you to jump, and you said how high. He said lick my boot, and you said yes, please.
Of the commission is similar to Keep Siegel. That's true. It wasn't the case. The underlying case is not the same. The structure of the commission is the same as the Keep Siegel
Has
commission.
it ever happened that a sitting president sued his own government for $10 billion and then directed the settlement of the case and the establishment of a payout fund?
Not that I'm aware, but there's a lot of things that President Trump's the first of. No president had been indicted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Correct.
6, 7, 8 times either.
Correct. No president.
What?
Oh yeah, this is the motherfucker who got him 34 felonies, by the way. Couldn't get him off of the 34. That's the same motherfucker. This motherfucker right here. 34 felonies. This is the losing defense attorney.
Why
Right
is that
here.
the first thing you go to? Oh yeah, no, he's the first president to sue his own government, but he's also the first president to be a felon. What are you talking about?
He's sitting there with the bank money bag in the Oval Office, like no president's ever robbed a bank before. Yeah, except for right now. For right now, it's right there. I see.
Right, no president has ever been a felon during being president. That's true.
Except for you, right
except
now.
for him.
We're looking at you.
There are so many other things that Todd Blanche could be like, well, he's also the first for this and that. Like, he didn't have to go to, he's the crime president.
And indicted. And will you commit that none of this money will go to President Trump's campaign donors?
I am not committing to anything beyond the settlement agreement itself. When you say campaign donors, that they are not excluded from seeking compensation.
Last
if they were
question.
weaponized.
During Police Week, I heard from a number of law enforcement friends who found it appalling that there was the possibility that folks like the Oath Keepers, the Proud Boys who had assaulted Capitol police officers could receive multi-million-dollar payouts from this fund. Will you commit that no one who has been convicted of assaulting a police officer will receive a payout from this fund?
So I shared the concerns that apparently members of law enforcement gave to you last week, although none of this was announced last week, so that's surprising. But
They had heard rumors there would be a settlement fund.
Okay, but anybody can apply. The commission will set. The commissioners will.
Anybody can. It could be Donald Trump. It could be Eric Trump.
Donald Trump just happened to apply to it.
Maybe even Ivanka. Ashley.
What else do we have to show you? They're just taking your shit.
Anyone can apply.
The lies are bad now. Like they
Laura?
run out of good lies, I suppose. We're just a straight up bad.
Melania?
Yeah, she was definitely hurt by the J6.
Hunter Biden?
Yo, he should be first in line, sitting there with his hair, he'd part his hair. He'd be like, Don Jr., wait a minute. Yo, fucking Hunter could totally fit in with them.
He could.
Tell me Hunter Biden doesn't belong with the Trump boys.
They all do cocaine.
They're the same fucking dude, bro.
They are the same dude.
They're the same fucking dude, bro.
And for any of the fucking Trump trolls in the chat, explain how they're not the same dude.
They're the same. They fucking fail up. They do tons of drugs. Apparently, fucking Hunter's the only one. Well, whatever. It is what it is. They're the same dude.
Yeah,
They just mad.
see? None of your business gets it.
He's just siphoning the money out of our government coffers and putting it in his pockets and his friends. I really would, let me go do a little digging. What day? You got any guesses about when? Because you remember what I'm talking about when I went on that rant?
Yes, but I don't remember the day. We do too many shows.
We do too many shows. Do you remember the time period? It's probably like around January, so maybe February.
Maybe.
I'm gonna just dig in there for a second.
We'll set rules, I'm sure. That's not for me to set. That's for the commissioners, and whether an individual, an oath keeper, as you just mentioned, applies for compensation, is anybody in this country can apply.
Well, we'll be watching this very closely as this goes forward. I don't think the settlement fund should be set up this way or for these purposes. I appreciate your answers today. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Support journalism you trust. Support PBS News.
Support PBS News.
Donate now.
Scan the QR code. We need PBS.
Yeah, I'm glad that they're kind of doing okay in the private space. Like there's been some cutbacks, obviously, but
a driver crashed through the.
they're staying
saw
out.
that one. Let's see. What else you got?
I gotta do that too. I was doing the other thing. Where are we at?
Big oil.
Yeah, let's go through those.
I've heard of big pharma, the military industrial complex. Today, I've heard of the homeless industrial complex.
Oh, this is
A driver crashed
Damn
through
it.
the front of the Multnomah.
motherfucker.
Yo, Tim, look at me. I'm gonna simplify your life. Stop pressing play on the thing. It's too risky.
I
It's
know.
too risky.
I know.
Just hold block, which is space. Okay.
Big oil.
We're
I've
just gonna
heard
do
of
a
big
space.
pharma.
Just a space bar. Yeah, we're just gonna space it up.
Okay. Okay.
That is very small, and I get it. Motherfucker be moving because it wants to help you. I'm like, stop helping.
Anyway, this is the House Appropriations Committee. There's like 2 clips of them talking to the HUD secretary about the HUD's budget, and some very interesting / horrifying things came up.
The military industrial complex. Today, I've heard of the homeless industrial complex because, yes, the YMCA, the Salvation Army, Thresholds, they're all making small fortunes off the homeless. And that's why we do this, just to keep them operating. If that's how you look at this, you are wildly distanced from reality, because the same way you're slow rolling us and filibustering us and not answering questions is exactly what the advocates are telling us that you're doing to them. You're slow rolling their application, putting more requirements in them that are only burdensome, and they're having to float money they don't have. And as a result, they can treat less people. So, well, what you can tell them apparently is, well, we're getting you out of this cycle by not even putting you in the cycle. You know very well that they are trying to provide a continuum.
How about no hope?
Right.
How about no hope? You ever thought of that?
How about we just give you nothing? We'll see how that works.
I'm not taking from you.
I mean, it's our money to begin with. I mean, we can do whatever we want, right? We can do whatever we want. We
How
give
about
you money,
nothing?
we not give you money. I'm sure not giving any money to housing projects is a good idea.
What if we just didn't fix anything?
What if we just decided to just let it ride?
What if we just kept it?
What if we got rid of the housing department? I think it's been around too long.
But is that what they just do at work? They're just like, what if we just stopped helping people? Like, I'm just real sick of motherfuckers having like their lives change and get better and like generational wealth start. Like, we just keep fucking making people's lives better. I'm sick of this shit. I want to start fucking people up. I want to go on a villain arc.
I think the old Lewis Black joke that Democrats are the party of bad ideas and Republicans are the party of no ideas holds pretty strong here. Because you're right, their idea is to just not do anything. Just don't do anything.
Then why did you want the job?
Then why did you want to do it?
If you don't want, like, why are you here? If you don't want nothing to do with this, everything that this thing represents, you hate that motherfucker so much. Then why did like me going there, onion taster? I want that job. Give me the job. No, I don't want that job. I want the opposite of that job. They want the opposite of the job that they have. Get a different job.
And the fact that they're more homeless isn't because they're not doing their jobs correctly, right?
Mr. Quigley, I would have to push back on you, sir.
Oh, I'm shocked.
And say, and this is with respect, sir, but the housing first model.
You can forget that.
The housing
when
first
you put
model
people out on the street, we can just.
Mr. Chairman, I'm trying to answer. The housing first model is a failed model. I care about homeless people.
You just said earlier
the
that
housing first model is a failed model.
First.
We found my uncle homeless. He was a veteran. He was beaten. He had a life debilitating disease.
Pause real quick.
And when we
yet another reason why you don't get new wars until you start taking care of the veterans you already have.
Yeah.
No new veterans until you take care of the ones you got. It is a fucking disgrace that these people have to do unmentionable things, horrendous acts, because you brainwashed them and tricked them to go over there. And then you won't even fucking let them be dignified in their evening autumn years. But Elon can be a trillionaire on our backs. Cool, got it.
we found him, we didn't just house him in a veteran's home. We put wraparound services around.
What the fuck? Oh God, I have Trump derangement syndrome. I'm seeing him everywhere. Tim, I'm seeing him everywhere.
Mikey, I know what you're talking about. This gentleman right here, right?
Oh my God, I'm seeing him everywhere, Tim. He's in my dreams.
Mikey, that is Bob Odenkirk dressed as Trump.
No, it's not.
That has got to be Bob. Look, that looks like Bob Odenkirk.
A little bit.
He's wearing a Trump mask.
I was like, holy shit, he's everywhere. He just showed up in the back. Like,
how'd you get that footage? The closer you can look to Donald Trump, the more people are going to think you are Donald Trump.
The emperor has no clothes. What are we doing? The emperor has no. Maybe they haven't read that book. Story, nursery rhyme, novel,
novel, legend,
graphic,
myth,
novel, possibly,
or the cartoon.
Film strip.
Is that the Emperor's New Groove? Is that what we're talking about?
Cusco. Dude, we are fucking. We have watched that movie about 10 times in the last month, trying to get Kira to like it. She doesn't fucking care. I'm like, it's funny, girl. Damn it. It is a fable.
Better Call Don.
I like that. I love that shit, dude. I love Breaking Bad.
Yeah, and Better Call Saul. They're both great shows.
That universe is sick.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Pontiac Aztec.
But you're cutting. I'll reclaim my time.
And so I've seen this work in my own family. And so this is not just a soliloquy or a phrase. This is actually what I've seen work in my own personal family.
By cutting money for homelessness, you're helping them. So let me jump on. You said something else there. It's something like equal rights, not extra rights. Can I ask what group you're referring to for extra rights?
Equal
who's
rights,
getting-
not
who's
extra.
get-
When you talk
who's
about
getting extra rights?
when you talk about the Fair Housing Act, it's our job at HUD.
Here we go, Mikey. Here we go. Another civil rights pillar is about to be destroyed by the Trump administration. They're about to be like, black people can't own homes.
Why should they own homes?
It's discriminating if we let them own homes.
What if a white person could have lived there? Has anyone considered the vacancies, the amount, the percentage of vacancies necessary for choice for the caucus?
There are a disproportionate number of white people who don't own homes as compared to black people who don't own homes. If you look at the math.
But they need choices, is what I'm saying. There's not enough variety for them, and they're really getting needled into places that are not favorable. So we're going to need to open this up a little bit. No more black ownership.
This dude is about to say white flight isn't real. He's about to be like, redlining was okay. We should do it again.
Tim, I got bad news for everybody. Look at all of the children. They're all mixed. Soon your kingdom will be mine. It will go by another name. Famine Stan.
To uphold and to enforce the Fair Housing
Respectfully, who's getting extra
and
rights?
so
that
we
you're
want
worried
to go.
about?
We want to go after real discrimination and not phantom discrimination.
Well, who's getting who's being phantomly discriminated against?
We want to go after real discrimination, sir, not
Just tell-
phantom
all right, then
discrimination.
answer this question.
What's the
who's actually
discrimination?
being discriminated against?
We're going after real discrimination.
Who? Okay. Does that
Equal rights.
I guess I
according to
gotta
the Fair
guess
Housing
that
Act.
this is why
Not
you cut
he's a
out
robot
because you
It's
think
7
LG
classes. It's 7
I'm
classes.
reclaiming
You
my
know
time.
this. Yes,
You
sir.
said equal.
I'm
rights.
going to take a
Equal
wild
rights.
guess that you think LGBTQ people are getting extra rights and privileges, which is why you cut HOPWA, despite the fact that NIH has said that many studies have shown that access to housing is associated with better outcomes. That's why HOPWA that you cut completely, 90 to 95% of the people in HOPWA, supportive housing, are meeting their HIV medication goals. It's well below half for people who are homeless. So you cut housing, HOPWA grants. Is this because you think LGBTQ people are getting extra rights?
Sir, I did not say LGBTQ are getting extra
I'm
rights.
asking you who you
Our
think's
job-
getting extra
Our
rights.
job is to
You
enforce
cut
the Fair
HOPWA, it's a
Housing
pretty
Act.
good inference,
Our
right?
job is to have a paradigm shift for
Our
all
job-
people that are homeless.
Why cut
Our
HOPWA?
job is to make sure that we're
Our
treating
job-
people that are homeless, to transform people.
All right, I
that are
got that
homeless.
answer. So
It's
what's
not
the
one
answer
in
is
particular
why
group.
cut? So disproportionately cut in HOPWA, why cut HOPWA?
Sir, we're on a budget. This is a budget. HOPWA is part of the budget. All American people are
You
part
got
of the
choices.
budget. We're
Why
not. We're
HOPWA?
not singling out HOPWA.
Yes,
You
you are,
single them
bitch.
out, you just cut them to zero. That's pretty much the definition of singling them
We
out.
proposed it to go to an emergency solutions grant, sir. It's in the budget. You saw it.
You know you can't look yourself in the face and answer
I
that. You know
absolutely
the
can.
fact that
Hold on, hold
that
on,
you're
hold on,
cutting
hold on.
this.
Hold on. Man, when you got him on the ropes, you cannot step on your own penis. No, he can't look himself in his own face. He has to look in the mirror. He has to look in the miror. Of course,
No,
I
he can't look at
my
himself in his
own
own face. In his own face.
You try to look at your own face without a mirror, and you tell me how it goes.
You can't look at yourself in the own face.
Like, I wanted to be on his side, but he's so spectacularly face
I
pointed.
know. It's like being at the fucking 1 yard line and fumbling the pass.
Fucking dropping it that half second early. Fucking hands up. Yeah.
You're
bloop.
about to win the game and you just throw the ball down right before you get in the goal line, and the ref's like, down at the 1 yard line. You're like, what the fuck?
First in inches. Oh, the center's toe snaps in half. Unfortunate circumstance. Have to
Fumbling
bring
the
in the
snap on
towel
the goal
boy.
line.
Bringing in the towel boy to hike the ball. Oh, he's down.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
Bobby Boucher has stolen the ball and running down the field. Mud Dogs win the Bourbon Bowl.
Disproportionately impacts the LGBTQ community. And you put that together with extra rights for some groups, which you refuse to name, which is a really chicken way of
just call him a chicken shit. Stop.
You almost did it.
You're so close. Yeah. It's such a just be like, call him a chicken shit. Be like, he's being an asshole and get on with it. Stop being so nice to these people. Be like, sir, can you answer the fucking question?
I need to record this. Never mind. I'll tell you in a second. Luigi was sitting up in trial, and I was
Let
like,
me
I need
translate.
to record a session.
All
for,
right.
Just for background for behind us for the ladies.
Same committee hearing, same person. Different congressperson.
Wait, Mr. Secretary, what the wise chairman just said. This committee is going to make your job a lot easier. No need to thank us now. Ms. DeLauro.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a point on what the chair of the full committee was talking about. You proposed completely eliminating the self-sufficiency program at HUD. And because you want to try to promote self-sufficiency, but we're going to eliminate.
She's got her crazy old lady glasses on today.
Oh, that's not a good sign. She said, give me the red ones. Oh, shit. Code red, everyone. We're at Code Red Glasses. Repeat. Code red glasses. Stations.
Eliminate this program used by public housing agencies and tribes to incentivize residents to increase their income, build savings, and achieve economic independence. You would eliminate more than 1,600 service-coordinated jobs that support over 136,000 families across more than 800 tribal and affordable housing developments. So there we go.
No kidding.
Continuum of care. Program designed to promote the end of homelessness. It is the homeless assistance program authorized to pay for permanent, supportive housing. Not going to ask you to comment on any litigation regarding 2025. I'm going to remind you that this committee expects the agency to award Q3 and Q4 renewals by the deadlines that are mandated in the 2026 THUD Appropriations Act. Mr. Secretary, how many beds of permanent supportive housing are funded by this program?
Well, thank you, Mr. DeLauro. I really appreciate
need a number
that.
because I'm going to run out of
the
time.
Housing First model, as you said, and as I said before, is indeed a failed model.
With all due respect.
And we need to change the way that we
don't know the answer
approach
to the
homelessness.
question. The answer to the question is it's roughly.
Bro, you didn't know how many houses you were.
No.
You gotta know that number.
You didn't
You
know.
knew they was gonna ask you that one. How many people are you putting in beds right now? You didn't know that? You know, I just wanna thank you for you're a fucking good boy. Stop wasting my time. Stop.
My time.
Congress,
you don't get to talk.
Lumber is at a
Reclaiming my
5-year
time.
low, Congresswoman.
Reclaiming my time.
Then let's just have.
170,000 beds of permanent supportive housing funded by the program. How many permanent supportive housing beds are proposed to be eliminated in the fiscal year 2027 budget request?
What's his answer?
Oh,
his answer is going to be housing first doesn't work.
Wait, I got it. It's
Thank you for your question, Senator.
Ma'am, I believe that we'll be able to serve more people.
It's going to be
in the way that we
170,000
are
people.
proposing to do COC.
Do you know how many formerly homeless people could
Also,
lose
all
their
of them.
housing under this budget proposal?
Go back. So I think she
What
said
do-
all
what
of
do-
them. She said 170,000 and 170,000.
supportive housing. The question. The answer to the question is it's roughly 170,000 beds of permanent supportive housing funded by the program. How many permanent supportive housing beds are proposed to be eliminated in the fiscal year 2027 budget request?
Ma'am, I believe that we'll be able to serve more people.
It's going to be 170,000 people.
That's
all of them.
Yeah.
Do you know how many formerly homeless people could lose their housing under this budget proposal?
What are you saying?
I'm asking you, what can you tell us? How many formerly homeless people could lose?
Look how fucking smug this guy is.
What do you mean? What is she saying? Listen to the question.
Just listen to the fucking, just answer the question instead of trying to be smug for the camera.
Housing under this budget proposal.
What are you saying?
I'm asking you, what can you tell us? How many formerly homeless people could lose their housing under your budget proposal?
What I can say is that we'll be able to serve more people.
Okay. It's estimated to be more than 217,000 people, including children, who currently rely on continuum of care funded housing that would not be.
Is he lying or is he stupid?
He's stupid.
Put in your votes now.
Continued under this proposal. Mr. Secretary, do you know what is the fastest growing population among people experiencing homelessness is?
Elderly.
Ma'am, what I do know is that we have record funding and we have
Tell me
record
about the
homelessness.
fastest growing population among people experiencing homeless. This is your job to know
I'm here to
that.
listen. My job is to make sure that we're actually serving
children.
Yeah, his job is to fucking know. None of these people know any of the shit that they're supposed to know.
It's weird, man. It's almost like they kept begging for jobs, not knowing what it was. Like they thought it was just like a fake bullshit thing.
It's so fucking crazy. He's like, my job is to make sure that I'm doing a good job, not to know the numbers.
Right.
The people that are homeless.
Let me
that's
just
my
say,
job.
the answer is 146,000 seniors who are experiencing homelessness.
Seniors, great. We're going back to the seniors are homeless. Great. Amazing.
They can go to work in the fields, I guess.
Put them to work in the salt mines.
Right.
In the most recent data, as many as 40% of people assisted in permanent supportive housing funded by the Continuum of Care program are older adults who were formerly homeless and now have achieved some stability. Do you know which communities would suffer the most permanent supportive housing losses if COC, Continuum of Care, is eliminated?
Well, ma'am, I think a lot of communities are suffering right now under the Housing First model, to be honest.
Well, let me just answer the question. It is primarily rural and suburban communities where more than 50% of beds are paid for by federal dollars. Let me just tell you, my colleagues might be interested in this. In Oklahoma, 100% of permanent supportive housing beds are paid for by federal funds. 98% in Arizona, 98% in Montana, 82% in Kentucky and Indiana. So
pause it. All right, they cut the funding. Where do you think those people are gonna be now?
In the streets?
Back in the streets. So all your, oh, I don't want to look at the homeless. They make me feel dirt. Well, here they come.
Yeah.
Hey, Christians, churches. Hey, churches, tax exempt. Remember you're tax exempt. Oh, okay. Well, then you should be ready and willing to receive the flock. This is to steal your money, guys.
Yeah.
They're gonna put all these people out on the street to steal your money.
Just so y'all know, in case you don't, the Housing First model he keeps referring to is a homelessness assistance program that prioritizes providing permanent housing to people who are experiencing homelessness, thus ending their homelessness and serving as a platform from which they can pursue personal goals and improve their quality of life. This approach is guided by the belief that people need basic necessities, like the Maslow hierarchy of needs bullshit. Like,
right.
Survival is the bottom of that thing, and having a roof under your head is survival. like food and a place to live before attending to less critical needs such as a job, budgeting properly, or attending to substance abuse issues. Additionally, Housing First is based on the understanding that client voice is valuable in housing selection and supportive service participation, and that exercising that choice is likely to make a client more successful at remaining housed and improving their life. This is backed up research. And by the way, this is not some fucking random place. This is the National Alliance to End Homelessness. So this is an NGO that all their entire job is to research how to end homelessness. So that's what Housing First is. And it is proven to work, despite what the HUD secretary thinks.
Nah.
This fucking ghoul that they got to be housing secretary.
So people can understand the supportive services component of supportive housing. Can you provide some examples of these supportive services?
Well, ma'am, what I can provide is that when I came into HUD, I learned that we had almost 800,000 people that were homeless with record funding.
Okay.
And that the Housing First model was not taking care of this.
Do you know what services?
As secretary, my job is how do we take care of more homeless people to get them treated and transformed?
Tell us what services.
So say one thing.
Case management, childcare, employment assistance and job training, life skills training, mental health services, outpatient health services, substance abuse treatment services, transportation and utility deposits, permanent supportive houses, increases housing stability, decreases arrest and jail stays, decreases time spent homelessness or in shelters, decreases the use of the emergency room, increases outpatient mental health, and addiction treatment, and frankly, most important, improves people's quality of life. You provide no evidence that your proposal will work, but we know for certain that you're going to push thousands of people out of stable housing, and it is just really unconscionable that communities will pay the price. Eliminating permanent supportive housing is foolish. It is more expensive in the long run, fails our most vulnerable constituents. I yield back.
Mr. Rutherford.
And again, aside from the human element of it, it's not gonna work.
Right.
You're gonna have to put this shit right back anyway, because this is the cheapest way we found to do it already. If we had a cheaper, better way, we would have already done that. This is what we figured out thus far with a bunch of smarter people than you working on the problem. But they come in here, they're like, no. We can't do it that way. How the fuck do you know? You don't know your ass from a fucking dirty hole in the ground. Nobody asked you. You have no expertise. Just talking.
I'm gonna look up what this dude's fucking history is. Before he was HUD secretary, what did he do? He's a former professional football player. Eric Scott Turner. He played for the Washington Redskins and the San Diego Chargers.
What did he play?
What did he play? Let's see. He was drafted in the 7th round of the 1995 NFL draft. He was a cornerback. He was cut from the Redskins in 97 and picked up by the Chargers in 98.
So is the water boy. Got it.
He then worked for some people and became a software CEO. And then HUD secretary. Because he's friends with Trump.
This will make you happy.
Right now at 10 o'clock, we start with breaking news from the State House. Governor McMaster has called a special session for lawmakers to redraw South Carolina's congressional maps.
He made that announcement just minutes after the legislative session ended at 5 o'clock this evening.
So now South Carolina wants to play.
I heard Georgia wanted to play too.
Okay.
So lawmakers will now be back to work tomorrow. To get an idea of what's happening here, this is South Carolina's current congressional map. The Supreme Court recently ruled that lines drawn based on race are unconstitutional. Many Republicans now argue this map needs to be redrawn, saying the state's 6th congressional district is racially gerrymandered.
That's the purple one here.
They also want to honor President Trump's request and adding more Republican members to the U.S. House ahead of midterms. So now, this is what.
Okay. So from this, what internet? Why? Why me? Oh, you know what? She's watching YouTube instead of Disney. That's probably why. There we go. Jesus, you just loaded this frame. It's still there. Whatever. There's the 2 maps. Fuck me. Oh my God.
Poor Mikey. Poor Mikey. His internet.
It's on 720p. It's not even at like a. Oh my.
You're all frozen now. You're all frozen now.
Oh my God. Why?
We're getting too close to the truth, Mikey.
They're trying to shut me down.
Last month it was me. This month it's you.
You're trying to silence me. You never silence me. All right, let me just stop that.
Oh, there
and
you
then
go.
It started playing instantly. What is going on? Look, I'm telling the people, damn it.
Ahead of midterms. So now, this is what they're proposing. You can see some significant changes. Efforts behind this map have already failed once, which is why the governor has now called that special session. Tonight, we caught up with the upstate lawmaker who's been leading this effort in the House.
There's got to be a perfectly good reason for this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Our objective is quite clear. We want to send 7 strong Republicans to Washington to make sure that we have Trump's back. We don't want the last 2 years of Trump's presidency.
Oh, let me let him finish.
Muddied by more impeachment talk or more witch hunts. And so this is a very important thing. This is bigger than South Carolina, and the eyes of the nation are on us.
I'm going to play that one more motherfucking time. Because this is the shit that like really pisses me off, is that people will listen to this asshole. I'll play it one more time and y'all let me know what's missing from his statement.
Our objective is quite clear. We want to send 7 strong Republicans to Washington to make sure that we have Trump's back. We don't want the last 2 years of Trump's presidency muddied by more impeachment talk or more witch hunts. And so this is a very important thing. This is bigger than South Carolina, and the eyes of the nation are on us.
I think what's missing is he said he was supposed to say we needed to do it because it's good for South Carolina for representation.
That probably would have helped his message. I agree.
Also, he shouldn't have said we're doing it for Trump.
Did he mention the South Carolinians at all?
He did not. He said this is bigger than South Carolina, Mikey.
Actually, fuck y'all. This is for Trump. That's what he said. It's in your face. He don't even have to think about his voters and what's going on in their life. Why should he? I'm here to help Trump, not you.
And we'll all remember that Trump said, if I were to run, I would run as a Republican. They're the dumbest group of voters in the country. They believe anything on Fox News. I could lie and they'd still eat it up. I bet my numbers would be terrific.
Like, he literally does not give a shit about his own state and his own constituency. He's like, no, we're about to help Trump, and if y'all get whatever, then that's on you.
This is a very important thing. This is bigger than South Carolina, and the eyes of the nation are on us.
And on the other side of this debate, many are concerned about what this new map could mean for fair representation. Earlier today, hundreds rallied outside the State House urging Governor McMaster not to call that special session. We heard from one of the protesters who called out lawmakers for doing what President Trump wants.
That version of courage and that version of being bold is not what they think it is. Their version of courage is compliance, and courage is not compliance. Courage is not compliance. Courage is taking a stand when everybody else tells you to kneel. Courage is deciding that I'm going to sit firm when everybody else is telling me to walk.
Well, if that...
Yeah, and I appreciate brown suits whenever I see them.
New map is approved, it would dramatically affect your vote this primary season. That's because South Carolina's congressional primary would be pushed back, creating a special primary. So this is a look at those changes. Now, if this passes, again, we're just talking congressional primary here. The filing period for candidates would be June 1st through 5th. The special election would then take place August 18th, and runoffs would be held September.
Yeah, this is totally normal and part of the system. That's why you're having to redo all of this shit.
Well, Jim Bob says we should be out there showing New York, Massachusetts, California, Oregon, and Maine maps, because those are all the places that the liberals live.
He hates those places.
He does.
He doesn't like anyone from those places. He doesn't like the way that they do things, and he doesn't like their maps. So
September 1st. All statewide and local races would remain on June 9th. Now, for context, calling that special session is the opposite of what Governor McMaster has told us before.
That's right.
But wait, there's more.
It was back in October when we first asked the governor for his thoughts on redistricting. 7 months ago, he said he was not on board.
I think every 10 years is plenty. I don't think we need to be changing.
Change his tune real quick.
Anything in between. That's just, we got a lot of other things to work on.
That's hilarious. That as soon as the Supreme Court was like, okay, you guys can do racism again, it's fine.
You didn't know that was on the clip, did you? How about I take his word for it? Not your word for it, not my word for it. Let's take his word for it.
You know, the thing that congressman was saying, or whoever it was that was previously on the clip, that was like, it's not just about South Carolina. His own fear of Trump getting a Congress that's even divided is so telling. They're all so afraid that as soon as the Democrats become into power, they're going to do everything that the Republicans did to them.
Right.
And they're
Which
going
they
to try.
won't, but...
Right. But they will investigate. Like that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of being investigated because they know all the crimes they did.
Accountability's coming. And they don't want accountability to
come.
We have to lock the door. We have to switch these maps. We are implicated. We are all very deep in this.
And he basically said, we are desperate enough to do this. So we are going to do it.
We got to do this right now or else a lot of us are going to jail, is what I heard.
Yeah.
Where's Buddy? Is Buddy still down there?
He was like, we don't want impeachment talks. We don't want investigations. So we're changing the map.
Right. We got to guarantee victory or else big guy's going away. To the Slim Slam.
To the Slim Slam.
We're going to the Slim Slammer.
Let's go with the way we've been doing it all these years. I think it's been working fine.
Now, last week, as that debate intensified at the State House, we caught up with the governor again about redistricting. The possibility of special session as well was also on the agenda. And here's what he had to say again 1 week ago.
They went through a lot of analyzing to end up with what we have now. But it just all it depends on a lot of things that have not happened yet and may happen. The legislature's got to make a lot of decisions. This is up to the legislature.
Whoa. What is your stance, sir? You're all over the place. You're on slippery ice there. What's going on? Let's. I'm sorry, sir. What did you say?
Oh, the internet's not going to let you play it again, Mikey.
I'm doing it.
You're
Fuck
frozen
them.
again. You're frozen
It's happening.
again.
Let's go with the way we've been doing it all these years. I think it's been working fine.
Can't stop the truth.
Now, last week, as that debate intensified at the State House, we caught up with the governor again about redistricting. The possibility of special session as well was also on the agenda. And here's what he had to say again 1 week ago.
They went through
Got an idea.
a lot of analyzing to end up with what we have now. But it just all well, it depends on a lot of things that have not happened yet or may happen. The legislature's got to make a lot of decisions. This is up to the legislature.
Mikey, these liberals won't show blue states gerrymandered maps, just the red states. You liberal snowflake soy boy.
Okay. What state you want?
I think you put him up.
Which one do you want? Which one do you want?
New York. Man,
right, New York.
You haven't seen New York gerrymandered. First of all, New York was like, they want to fucking play that game. We'll erase every Republican district.
New York. What was the other one?
Massachusetts.
All right, we'll do Massachusetts.
Maine isn't even a liberal state.
No, it's fine. It's
okay,
fine.
All right.
No, it's fine.
All right. I mean,
he wins.
Yeah, whatever, man. Maine's not even a liberal state.
It's fine. Even the red states are liberalized. I get
whatever,
it. Whatever,
man.
Electoral map.
It's gonna be hilarious because yeah, every state's gerrymandered, but these guys are like, we're just gonna do the most racist gerrymandering we can.
Okay.
Also, like,
okay, and switch. Okay, here we go. Here is
around for a lesson on gerrymandering.
Yeah, let's learn this fool. Okay. Where do you want me to look, sir? I'm in Massachusetts, Massachusetts. So here you go. Here's your map.
Now, obviously, that's a county map and not a congressional map.
Boom, I got that too.
It ain't there.
Let me see. Oh, switch. Dubai.
Haha, all the districts.
I wanted this graphic. Can I just have this, please? Open image in new tab. All right. Okay. Oh, it's so small now.
It's pretty big, Mikey.
It's
I don't know what you're talking
fuzzy. Oh, I guess it's not so fuzzy for you guys.
It's not so fuzzy for me.
It's fuzzy for me.
All right, so Massachusetts has 9 congressional districts.
Okay.
And hold on.
I'm pulling up the thingy over here. Okay. Precincts reporting. Okay, these are towns. See, this is what happens when you guys ask dumbass questions. We have to go through all, like, it's so much work to debunk some random fucking comment from somebody. But from time to time, we'll do the legwork.
Is he even still here? Hey, buddy, if you're still here, fucking post a comment so that we're not doing all this for nothing.
I agree with that.
For everyone knows, all 9 Massachusetts U.S. House seats are Democrats, as are both of Massachusetts senators. So Massachusetts' entire congressional representation is Democrats.
Okay, let's look up Massachusetts voting results 2024.
And by the way, one of those fucking districts is like just Martha's Vineyard. It's where all the rich people go. And Nantucket. It's full of rich people. Another one of those congressional districts is a part of Boston. And Boston ain't that great.
So here, I'll share screen again. So here's Politico's breakdown from 2024. Kamala doubled them. Here's the districts he won. So it looks like in the center area, there's like a little red zone. And then out here, who is this next to? Is this Rhode Island?
Yeah, it's Rhode Island.
So in this little corridor. And I mean, if you look here, we're talking about 4,000 versus 3,000. Like there's no one here. These are rich people. Because if you go to any of these cities, you get like, 20, 30, 40K votes. And these little districts that only look like this district over here has less than 1,000 votes. People are like, yeah, Trump country. Bitch, no one lives here. Okay. You guys have fucking 3, 4, 5, 6 acre lots on your fucking palatial estates. And then, there's like 100 of you and it's a fucking county. And you think like this is, we're doing something. No, you're still just 100 people or 1,000 people at the end of the day versus the whole rest of the state. Just because you and all your neighbors think something doesn't mean you represent the whole state. There's lots of state left to go.
I want to say to the person who's in the chat, who's not in the chat anymore, he's gone. He doesn't care about us. What do you want? Do you want them to just like carve out the political parties and then that based on how they vote and then just do that? Because then fucking do it for every state.
Yeah, everyone in the house, they're getting 2-1, dude.
Right.
They can't win a fucking district, bro. They are running. They're just losing.
Or they're running uncontested. The Republicans aren't even putting anybody up.
The 3rd district, the 4th district, and the 5th district.
So maybe they should fucking try.
Yeah. How about you? Have you ever tried running for fucking office instead of losing? Motherfucker, like you're can this zoom? Like, how do we so districts 1, 2, and 3. Let's see. Where's districts 1, 2, and 3?
Jim Bob, where are you?
Here, share this tab instead. Here in mass. Here's district 1, all out west, and it covers that red area. Democrat.
Plus
2 on the northern edge and throughout the middle. Another word, the red. Oh, McGovern. That's where McGovern is.
Yeah.
D13. Yeah. Let's see. Up 3. Up on the another up there on the northern border, and that one had a little red spike in it. Oh, look here. Auchincloss. That was the major red spike area. Fucking D4. So come on, man. Like they ran and they fucking lost.
Oh, there's Moulton's district, Seth Moulton, the 6th. No one ran against him.
So what are you talking about? Ayanna Presley is in the 7th. Like this is what let me go back to the other one. Where'd it go? Here it is. Share this. So these little red spike areas, they lost all those spots.
Nobody fucking lives in those areas.
Like where it's red, it's sparsely populated.
Like it's crazy. Yes. Is Massachusetts gerrymandered? Absolutely. It is gerrymandered. However, it is not purposefully gerrymandered to keep black people out.
Right.
Also, Massachusetts is an overwhelmingly Democratic state.
Right.
You could gerrymander it however you want, to be honest. And you could probably carve out one Republican district that nobody fucking lives in. And you would still have to include a bunch of Democrats from places that people live in.
And
because nobody
lives in Western. And when you do that, anyone can beat them.
Right.
If the numbers aren't, if the bodies aren't there for you, you can't cheat your way into, you can't gerrymander it. So you can only go so far. And then there's diminishing returns on it. And then you make risk of your ruby reds turning bright pink and then a little pinky purple.
Right.
And then a little fuchsia. And then they're just straight up pink and then they're just blue.
You could carve out exactly the number of Republicans you wanted to get a district, and it would still be in Massachusetts. You'd still be running razor thin margins. You would lose half the time. You might get a Republican representative on like high water marks for Republicans in voting. Like if you carved out like that little section between Springfield and Worcester and then go up and you make that a whole squiggly district, yeah, you would probably get a Republican representative every once in a while because you'd have the numbers eventually.
Right.
But besides that, where on this map would you like to draw a Republican district?
That's what I'm saying. And then they're like, oh, well, we're not winning. So the blacks are cheating. Don't be looking at us. Don't be looking at us. We didn't do shit. Don't be looking at us.
You got to think about this. You got to take the map into consideration, the population of Massachusetts into consideration.
Right.
And draw the lines based on an equal number of people in every district.
This is presidential.
But still, that's a high watermark. Trump won that election. So this is a high.
He won the election, but not the. Yeah. He won the election, but he didn't win Massachusetts.
But it's higher than average turnout. It's higher than average turnout.
Yeah, there you go.
That is some of the best numbers that Republicans are going to do in Massachusetts.
Right. Like that is the top ceiling for them. And if this is the worst, like I'm talking about some of the worst Democratic show up in many elections for Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
And you still lost. There aren't enough Republicans to make any noise there.
Right.
And having a district or not, you're still going to lose because there's so many Democrats around you. You're still going to lose.
They only got 36% of the vote.
That's what I'm saying. And then even everybody hates Elizabeth Warren. Now the bots will come. She body bagged her guy by fucking 20 points.
Yeah. Like, what do you want? I don't know what you want. And
you can't win in there.
And we're not talking about redistricting Massachusetts to make it more Democrat friendly. You're talking about redistricting South Carolina, an already red state with Republican representation. Yeah. 5-2.
No, 6. It was 6-1. It was 6-1.
Right.
And they want to make it 7-0.
Once again, erasing the only minority district in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure is a city that they're just carving up.
Right.
But no one is talking about in Massachusetts carving up Boston to make it more. It's already 100% Democrat. There's nothing you can do.
Look at their gerrymandered maps. This is why, and for everybody, sorry for the long-winded distraction. This is why we don't do this shit, because every time we do, we are proved right again. So congratulations, you played yourself. We told you.
And the troll is long gone.
Yeah. And then here we are holding the bag. Here we are holding the dog poop bag.
On social media before today's decision, McMaster made no mention.
Oh, fuck, you know what?
Of calling a special. At 10:30, our coverage continues. We'll show you some interesting change.
No, you won't.
No, you won't.
No, you won't. Let's go to well, my internet's all shaky and we're running out of time. Remember when people would come in here and call us anti-Semites and all that stuff? I just want to give you guys an update on what's going on in the West Bank.
Don't touch me! What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
In the heart of Holy Land.
This is an example of the kind of intimidation that they're talking about.
The chaos started early.
Imagine a whole city everywhere you go. This is happening. Imagine. Somebody get your little brother.
And we are still hours out yet from the march. And
Where are you from? From the march. Where are you from? Hello. What's his mind? Blah, blah, blah.
Let him speak. Let him speak.
I'm going to just let this play out because I'm so sick. And now everybody wants to, oh, Trump's bad. And look, he's turning us over for it. No. You do not get to change teams. You are character locked for this tournament. Nope, you're staying right over there.
Today, June 7, 1967, after the Israeli troops had driven out of the new quarter of Jerusalem into the previously Jordanian-held old city of Jerusalem, which now lies clear on the other side of that gate.
This is Jerusalem Day, when Israelis mark their victory in the 1967 war, their seizure of the Western Wall and of East Jerusalem. International law envisions these streets as the capital of a Palestinian state. But those marching don't see it as an occupation. They've come to celebrate what they believe is Jewish ownership of the whole of this ancient city. What's striking is that these young people, many of whom have come from settlements on the West Bank, do not fear the police here. They come from the powerful settler movement, once a fringe extreme in Israeli public life. The ultra-nationalists are now increasingly influential.
Smell church boys.
Mikey, Scott wants to know, what is the context here?
We're getting to this young lady who's from the States.
Meet Atara, who moved here with her parents from Texas 5 years ago.
And Texas, y'all.
All right. Tell me about your two flags.
So this is a flag of the Third Temple, which we want to build, hopefully here on the Temple Mount.
Many people are holding the same flag. The Third Temple movement wants to demolish Al-Aqsa, the third holiest place for Muslims, and build a Jewish temple on the site. We're quickly surrounded by demonstrators.
What are they trying to do?
They want to put stickers.
And what do the stickers say?
Kahana was right.
They idolize Meir Kahana, a far-right American rabbi who moved to Israel and was convicted of multiple acts of terror. He's considered a founding father of the ultra-nationalist movement.
So what would you do to the Palestinians living here?
Here, like in the old city, leave or kill you.
What would you do?
I think Islam is cancer and you don't...
I mean, what are we talking about? And we're funding this? No. They can, No. No. We don't have to fund none of this shit. This is what they're doing with your fucking money, by the way. Right. All the other extra money that we don't fucking have. This is what they're doing with it. So when you're, oh, come on, guys. The Muslims are so bad. The Muslims do not have groups of people running around throwing stickers on shit on fucking businesses, shutting shit down. This is supposed to be this beacon, shining beacon on a hill city. And they're doing this. We're going to destroy a mosque and intentionally stoke up flames and piss everybody. Like, what are we talking about? And we got to pay for it? Nah, I ain't paying.
Transfer cancer to another patient.
Close the wallet.
That's not moral. We have to destroy cancer.
And what does destroy look like for you?
To either kill or re-educate all Muslims.
What?
Well, there you go. So she's not taken out of context.
Movement.
So what would you do to the Palestinians living here?
Here, like in the old city, leave or kill you.
What would you do?
I think Islam is cancer and you don't transfer cancer to another patient. That's not moral. We have to destroy cancer.
And what does destroy look like for you?
To either kill or re-educate all Muslims.
This man, Itamar Ben-Gvir, from the extreme right, makes similarly shocking statements. Once convicted for supporting far-right terrorist organizations, he's now the Israeli government's national security minister. And
many governments are in free fall simultaneously.
He started Jerusalem Day by unfurling the Israeli colors at Al-Aqsa. Israeli police describe isolated pockets of violence at the march. The Christian quarter of the old city was set upon by a group of Jewish demonstrators.
These streets should be absolutely packed with people. It's very strange being in the Jerusalem Old City and it being completely deserted. There should be shoppers, shopkeepers, religious pilgrims, and yet they can't be here. And they haven't been able to be here on any of the Jerusalem days because it is quite simply too dangerous for them. Now,
what are we doing, people? Lock in, y'all.
And we're told the vast majority of those marking this day, Jews across Jerusalem, are peaceful. But the ones who come here, the settler activists, they are bent on chaos. And those we speak to here say it's got worse and worse every year. The settler movement has been empowered. It is now at the heart of the Netanyahu government. More settlements have been greenlit in just the last year than were greenlit over the last 20 years. And Palestinians in this old city do not feel safe.
While many refused to engage with us, some, mostly American demonstrators, did agree to speak.
Why is it always Americans?
We are the worst.
God, man. Like Britain Part 2 Electric Boogaloo in this bitch.
Just say no comment.
Just say no English. Shit.
uptick in settler violence on the West Bank is out of control. You must agree with that.
First of all, I'm not too into that, but I kind of do disagree. But, yeah.
And I mean, we were just over there. The level of intimidation by a lot of young, and this is why I was interested to talk to you, because you don't seem to want to fight, which is great.
I don't think that there's any point in violence.
Well, a lot of your friends here do
Thank
seem to think there's a point in violence.
I might disagree with them.
Well, you could just walk along right over here.
Because most of the people are not
see a bunch of signs where Jews were killed, right? And those were killed by Arabs.
Yeah, I can show you.
Now you have
one
one
right
day
here.
that's Yom Yerushalayim, Flag Day for the Jews. So we come here to show this is our land, this is our city.
The basis of all this is that you're not from here. You came here from America, trying to displace people who were from here.
First of all, I'm not trying to displace nobody, and second of all, this is my country. I'm a Jew. God gave it to me.
Well, there you go. Next question. Remind me about the Sharia law and about all the just keep telling me about that, and I'll
Jesus Christ.
Hey, we're not done yet. It gets worse. Oh, let's see.
You know how in the movie Mean Girls, one of the cliques.
Man, it's you. Thought I had a. Oh, my timestamp's gone. Bitch. All right, whatever. I'll skip that one. Gaming, racism. That old song and dance.
Oh,
It is election day in America for quite a.
Ooh, it is primary time.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll be right back, Mikey.
Okay. Internet, don't fail me now.
Few states right now, polls are open in Georgia, Alabama, Pennsylvania, and Kentucky. A race with huge stakes and major amounts of money poured into it. President Trump.
All right, I'm gonna simultaneously. Oh, I'm losing my window. Losing the window. I got it. I have a couple of screens, and if you drop it in between, sometimes it's hard to get the bar back. So I lose my window in there sometimes. Okay, so I need to look up Kentucky primary candidates. All right, ballot ready. Perfect. Okay, so we got for the U.S. Senate. Oh, God, there's a lot of people. McGrath, Nick Shelley. Oh, it's Shirley. Andy Barr, Anissa Catlett, Charles Booker, Dale Lewis Romans, Daniel Cameron, George Washington. He's still running for offices. Other Donald Wenzel. Like, what the hell? His name's... Wait, I got to click on this guy. What is this? Does he have a website? Oh, come on. No info. He didn't fill out his ballot ready profile. Okay. So there's a bunch of people. Let's see what the polls are on that. Polls, Kentucky Senate race. Let me see that shit. Let me see that shit. All right. Primary election, May 19th. That's today. It's looking like Booker is in front at 36%, followed by McGrath, Stevenson, Romans. Okay, that's a Democrat. Then the Republican looks like Cameron or Barr has 28. Okay. Okay, what is this? Rep. Oh, District 1. Oh, that's where my is she here? John Drew. Oh no, she's running Kentucky 4, I think. Jesse Brewer? Who's Jesse Brewer? There was somebody in Kentucky that we were looking at. Oops. Okay. So all you Kentucky people, here are your options. I don't know. We got a couple people in Kentucky, I think. We got some state Senate races. And like, honestly, that's, if you want to get into politics, state assembly or state legislature is honestly the way to go. And depending on the state, you don't even meet all throughout the year. You only meet a couple of times a year. because you guys just don't have that much business. Oh my God. Dude, don't you ever bring up the Brewers baseball establishment. Those. State Senate. Bunch of those races. Okay, we got some stuff going.
Trump has been putting in the work to unseat
pull up
Republican incumbent Thomas Massey. The congressman has clashed with Trump White House over.
Oh, dude, you're not getting rid of Massey. He put out the Epstein bill. He's not going anywhere. Everybody loves him.
Several key issues and pushed for the release of the Epstein files. We have reporters on the ground.
Yeah, he already punched his ticket. Everybody wants him to stay. Everybody wants him to stay.
Following these key races today, Jeff Zellenby is in Covington, Kentucky, and Danny Freeman is in Allentown, Pennsylvania. First to you, Jeff. So far, things have been open for a bit here, a couple hours plus. What are you seeing? What are you hearing?
Hey, Sarah, good morning. Yes, voters here have been voting since 6 a.m. here in northern Kentucky, a steady stream of voters. And certainly we have talked to those who are supporting Thomas Massey. They said that they actually like how he stands up to President Trump. And we've talked to voters who are supporting his opponent, Ed Galrine, saying that it's time for President Trump to have his own Republican congressman in office. So we will see how this voting goes. But it's really reflective of this very tight race here. President Trump, I'm told by his advisors, has been fixated on this contest. He, of course, has been trying to unseat Thomas Massey for more than a year or so. Well, last night we caught up with the congressman to ask him about the nationalization of this race.
This race has been nationalized, as you well know, talking about the revenge tour and the revenge list. Do you think that that's how voters here in Kentucky see this race?
I don't think so. They don't know what happened to Bill Cassidy or to those senators in Indiana. And both of those situations are unique from mine. Bill Cassidy voted to impeach the president. That's something I've never done and I would never do. And his constituents were mad about that, right? I'm still with my constituents in spite of the billionaire.
Yeah.
Are spending millions of dollars to convince them I'm not. I think most of my constituents know that because I've been at this 14 years. I haven't changed at all.
He's got you there. Well, let me see. Okay. Share this instead. Oh, this is a terrible website. That's all the count. I don't want to look at it like that. Alabama, your website stinks. All right, I got ballot ready. There we go. Okay, governor. Top of the morning. Let's see the polls on the governor. Ooh, 2026 governor interactive map. Yes, please. Okay, let's go to. Where do we want to go? What was I just looking at? Oh, Alabama. Alabama. So the current. Okay. So Mike Dunleavy is the incumbent. What are they trying to show me here? Huh? This map is confusing. This is not better. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this map after all. I thought it was cool. Current governors. Interact. Like it doesn't. It's not answering what I'm asking. I don't want to know, like, historically how many of each governor there was. Like, calm down. Like, what the fuck? I wanted to know what the polls were for this race. Okay. Going back to this one. Doug Jones, famed character actor. I love him. All right. Lieutenant Governor is up. Secretary of State is up. That's a big one because they are maintaining the state records and running elections. State Attorney General. Tons of stuff. State auditor, state treasurer, and they have a Senate seat available. See, and this is like I need people to understand deep down in their bones. Yes, the iron is very hot right now. The iron is so hot, in fact, that you can actually, if you're organized enough, reform the metal. That's how hot things are right now. And if we do not take this opportunity to reform it into something that is less damaging, then we will be stuck with what we have. So yes, it has reached a red hot point. Good. We need it to be this way so that we can change it and fix it. So
you're right. I am red hot.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I was looking up the different primaries that they were talking about. I looked up Kentucky and Alabama, but nothing really shown out.
You know, Mikey, I was thinking because
Yes.
we may have had the same thought here. It is primary season, and we do a show on Tuesday every week, and there's a primary basically every Tuesday.
Primary show?
Well, we could work in a segment in the show talking about the primary so that people know.
Or results from the primary show. I thought that's what you were thinking.
And both.
And yes.
And yes. But because it is primary season, and we should probably inform the people if they have primaries or not in their states or districts or whatever.
How do you have 35 state senator races?
What do you mean?
In Alabama, they have 35 state senator races.
Okay. Do they have 35 state senators?
Why you need 35? You're
They
one
have-
state. You shouldn't. And we also need 435 House representatives. Like, what are you doing? That's too many people.
Connecticut has like 35 or 36 state senators.
Then what the hell are we doing?
It's just how their states drop their legislatures. It's probably based on population.
Alabama ain't got that many people.
How many people live in Alabama?
They got 60. Oh my, it's still going.
We have 140 state representatives.
They have 103
Connecticut?
districts.
Yeah, we got like 100. We at least have 130.
What?
Let's see. Connecticut's got just under 4 million. Would you say Alabama?
Yeah. Viper's got 2 British pounds.
Alabama's got more people.
Fund for primary season road clips. Yeah, because I think maybe we have to do shorts.
We do shorts.
Do we need to record a short?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I mean, it's too. I think today is too late.
Yeah,
Like
next
you
week.
should have been voted or on your way to vote already. If you are in Kentucky, Alabama, you should be there. You should be on your way over there by now.
Yeah.
What? 59? Mine got in trouble, I think. I think he got into a sexual snafu.
No,
He
they were
was
like,
treating staff bad, I think.
they were like, is this dude Mikey Famine in your district?
Conspiracy on his ass. Hit him with the conspiracy beam.
So that, of course, is an interesting point there. Congressman Massey has long been opposed to spending bills. He's long been a bit of a contrarian. The Republican Party has changed dramatically during this time, of course, during the Donald Trump presidency. But this is one of the most, if not the most expensive House primaries ever. More than $30 million spent.
$30 million spent in one House primary?
I don't like to say the disgusting phrase 30 million. I like to say one cat a Bugazela. They spent one CBU
to replace Senator or Representative Massey.
Yeah, they spent one CBU to try, or KBU to try to get rid of him. That's crazy. That's a full KBU. That's like a Bitcoin.
I don't want to be a broken record, but the campaign finance system is out of control. $30 million for a fucking primary.
And he's going to lose. So then it's like, where did that money go? Who just made $30 million in 18 months?
I don't consultants.
And why are they allowed to keep doing it? Like that's the issue. Right?
The answer is consultants.
Because if you put all the facts in front of the average American, they end up exactly where we are. Except if you poison their little minds and won't let them read things for themselves or see things for themselves, and they have to always get it mama bird regurgitated into their disgusting little crusty mouths. If they just read for themselves, they'd be like, this guy's fucking lying to me.
Yeah, seriously. That money could have fed the hungry and helped the poor in that state. Maybe you should give some of that money to the fucking housing secretary so he can keep the homeless in their homes.
We can't afford to do any of that shit, but we have $30 million from nowhere to make sure that Massey gets put out of office because he brought up Epstein. Meanwhile, y'all still haven't fucking complied with the law. Law and order my ass.
I'm on the race here and talking to voters. There's a sense of exhaustion as well. But Sarah, this is one important point to keep in mind. This is a closed primary. That means only Republicans can vote in this primary. We've talked to several Democratic voters.
Yeah, and they're about to learn what the couch feels like. They're about to learn what the JD Vance couch effect. The JD couch experience is about to be all up in your face. Because I'm telling you, they're not showing up. They're not going. They're mad. They're going to hold that shit.
Here, who said they would have liked to have supported Congressman Massey, but he was not on their ballot. So that is something to keep in mind as we go through the day here. Only registered Republicans can vote in this congressional.
And I think primary should be open.
I think so too, but unfortunately, it's not a governmental thing. You can't just.
It's a party thing.
Yeah. It's a private club,
primary, but a very close one. The White House is keeping a very close eye on Sarah.
Yes, I think you're reporting spot on, especially when people are exhausted. I talked to one Kentucky voter who was like, I just want this to be over at this point, but it will happen today. Thank you so much, Jeff. Let's go now.
Is Thune stepping out of line?
The Trump administration, because the Democrats have adopted a defund the police and open borders policy, which is incredibly detrimental to this country. And we're going to.
No one fucking believes that. You big fucking weird bird-shaped fucking liar. No one fucking said that. No one said that. No one said that. No one has ever said that.
Ensure that that doesn't happen. So that's what's going to be on the floor here, hopefully later this week. I expect, again, that the Democrats are. We'll see what they want to do in terms of amendments, but I doubt you'll see many amendments that have to do with Border Patrol or ICE and Customs Enforcement. I think most of what I should say Immigration and Customs Enforcement, I think what most you're going to see is a bunch of unrelated amendments. But we're going to stay focused on the job, keep our foot on the gas, or foot on the gas, I should say, and ensure that the American people are able to live in safety and security in their communities in this country. Senator Bozeman.
Yeah, I have a visual representation of what's going on with your party there, bud. Eject! Eject! That was the air show over the weekend out in Idaho. The planes mated mid-flight. You know, Twitterpation is a thing that happens to a lot of people. If you haven't watched the Disney classic Bambi, you're probably not familiar, but it's springtime, and sometimes birds fall in love. So what you're seeing here is the rare mating dance of the eagle. Ah, yes. Nature.
The physics of that is kind of crazy.
Especially since they are, this is like, where's the one where they're like vertical like this? They are stuck.
Yeah, they're stuck. They can't do anything.
Homeboy is making a low pressure system and Homeboy is making a high pressure system, and they're sucking onto each other. One's going down and one's lifting up in the same area. So tons. That's every air show ever. Whoa. Uh-oh. See, we were right. Hunter Biden should apply.
Yeah, JD Vance would say that.
Don't be trying to get on his good side because you watching the show and you're like, I should hang out with Hunter. But I mean, there you see the pilots who are, whew. I mean, what do you do when both planes are fused together and you have to, like, what if it was like in this situation here?
It's a double-decker fighter jet.
Because I mean, oh, come on, guys. It's a 2-minute video. Why do you do this to me?
The tubes, they're clogged.
Okay, there it is. What if you tried to eject now and just slam into the other plane?
Yeah, you can't do that.
They had to wait until they tipped all the way over and dislodged a little. They had to stall, essentially, and start careening towards the earth. And then you can save your life. So amazing reflexes from the pilots from something that looked like, honestly, the wind pushed one into the other one. And now we are friends and we are lifting together. Run! But both pilots and co-pilots all safe. And a fireball. Yay. Yay. Shout out to Shane Ogden for amazing footage of we like explosions. I didn't get the full explosion like I like, but what the hell is this?
So I just came across this on my Facebook, but this is Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro today at a Pride parade.
Oh, is it Pride Week?
It's not. I think Pride Month is June, but Guilford, Connecticut had a Pride parade, I think, over the weekend. So these pictures were posted today, though. So Rosa DeLauro supporting the people.
She's so cute.
She's a very adorable old woman.
Fancy bumping into you here over the radio. The old grizzled veteran. Mind if I cut in?
Pride isn't until June, but
okay.
In Connecticut, we don't care.
The mating ritual, the mating dance of the Screaming Eagle. Good news. Everyone likes a good story, I think. So here's your good story for the week.
And I actually won. So back in February,
whoa.
I sued my landlord and I actually won. So back in February of 2025, I was just trying to figure out if I wanted to stay in my apartment. And so I texted my landlord and I was like, hey, is there an option to go month to month after my lease ends? And he texted me back and said, oh, we're actually not renewing your lease. You have to be out by April 30th, which was the end of my current lease. And I was like, what? Like, I'd never been in that situation before. I had always been
You guys don't know, but behind the scenes, I have been dealing with horrible housing fights. I am still fighting, and it's not over yet. So this is the catharsis I need. Everybody be happy with me. Clap, damn it.
model tenant. So I'm thinking like, okay.
Are you
maybe
not
let's tell the
entertained?
place,
Be happy.
maybe he's gonna move in. Like, I have no idea what the situation actually is. But because I had to start looking for a new place to live, I was always still like looking to see if it came up on the market or if they listed it for rent again. And they did. They listed it for rent again at a much higher price. And as soon as they told me they weren't renewing my lease, I had a feeling that that was the reason, is that they wanted to up the rent. And if you know anything about Portland, Maine's rental laws, is that they are very strict. They don't mess around. So I reached out to the Portland Housing Department, something like that. I emailed them and I just said, hey, this seems wrong. I think they're in violation of something here. This is what I'm paying now. This is what they have it listed for. I sent them all that information and I was like, I think you should have this. And they got back to me and they said, yeah, actually, there's.
What do you think they said, Tim?
Hold on. There's a button for this. Damn it, where is it? Here it is.
Fuck the hell off.
To her? Or that's what they told her?
That's what they told her.
Oh.
There's a lot wrong here. So the first thing wrong is that you have to give a tenant 90 days notice in Portland, Maine for non-renewal of a
Oh,
lease.
I'm sorry.
And
I'm
it ended
sorry.
up
They said
data, dumbass.
being something like 63 days or something, which
Not what the law says.
it's less than 90. So the second thing he violated wasn't actually that they were charging more for the new advertisement that they put out there for the unit. They were actually charging me too much, because when they went in, he registered the unit at $2,000, which is what I was paying a month. But based on the base rent and how that all works and the maximum allowable, you're allowed to up the rent every year, I should have only been paying $1,650 a month.
Oh no, he needed that 2,000 just so he could keep the lights on.
Broke my ass.
I just needed to charge them extra money. Oh, what do you know? An independent body fucking went through the file and realized that they're already started off grifting.
It goes
That's
in,
what
tide
I've
goes
been-
out. You can't explain that.
That's what we've been trying to explain to fucking Gen X, and they don't want to listen. They're artificially inflating the rent on purpose for greed reasons. Hello? Is this thing on? Like, what the fuck? It's apparent, guys.
So what happened is the Portland rent control people reach out to him and say, hey, you're in violation of these things. You need to pay this much. So because he was only supposed to be charging me $1,650 a month and I was paying $2,000, I was owed back rent of $350 a month for an entire year. And then because of that 90-day violation, he had to pay me $2,000 on top of that. So they reached out to him and said, you're in violation of this, this, and this. This is how much money you owe. You have to pay this to the previous tenant. When that is done, we can close this all up and be good. But he was not paying it. So what they do then is if you're not paying it, they take you to court. And the great thing is like the city of Portland, they take care of all of this. I did not have to pay a single dime, and I got my money back. Finally, it is a year later. It took him a very long time to rectify these things, but it is all closed up. And when I started this process, I had people saying like, oh, he's never going to pay you. They're never going to do anything about it. It's just a waste of time. It was not a waste of time.
Turning now to new.
So there you go. Some glad tidings. Fight your fucking landlord. Okay? You cannot let them win. Do not comply in advance. Speaking of which, I got to scrub this entire place from top to bottom, even though it was filthy when we moved in. But we're going to try and get some of our deposit back.
I did this. Why can't you?
Actually, I should just be like, whatever. Like, you're not going to give me shit anyway.
Actually, Mikey, what you should say is,
I literally have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
I'll just put soap everywhere.
malicious compliance, Mikey. Malicious compliance.
Because you know what the worst thing to clean up is? Soap.
Yeah.
Let some soaps. Pour about a cup of soap on the floor. You'll be cleaning that up for about 10 days.
Oh my God. The two worst things in the world
oil
to clean up are soap and oil.
Yeah. Because there's nothing you can do. It just gets worse. Got to get that spill magic.
You can only make it work. It can only good happen.
It can only good happen. What are you going to do? Add water? Bubbles, my friends. We multiply when you add water. And then the oil is just like, I don't do water. Stop. And then just
Yeah, you gotta like
a judo master. Just
get all of the paper towel in the world and try and soak up the oil.
No, you know what you need? You need a fucking where is it? God damn. I wish this thing was more than 2 buttons wide.
Yeah, I know.
Where's the cry? You're making me cry.
StreamYard, fix your interfaces.
Or let us prioritize it or color coded. Colors would be nice.
Apparently, I'm an idiot.
Where's the slap chop guy?
Where is the slap chop? Did we get rid of that one?
Lion or stupid? Oh, here it is.
Fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini.
You got to get you one of them ShamWows.
Yeah. Or that silicate that just absorbs liquids.
Yeah, that's spill magic.
Yeah.
I've gone through cases of that shit. Probably have a big chunk of it in my lungs somewhere.
Yeah, it's not good to inhale. But I remember working at the grocery store, and I was the guy that had to clean shit up. So they were like, "Oh, someone knocked over something in the aisle with all the oil in it." And I was like, "Fuck!" Someone like knocked over like a gallon of olive oil, and you're like, "Jesus Christ! Let me get a bucket of this stuff."
Let's
and
let's just start boxing this shit up and move to a new location.
Well, time to close the store.
Hey, give me some bags. We got to move all this shit to another store because this place is done. I quit. Dude, no one can fix this. Not even God himself could come down here and save this.
Just put those little cones around it, and it'll be fine.
Man, if how many times I saw motherfuckers leaving cones out saying, "All right, that's clean enough." I'm like, no, someone's gonna slip and die, stupid. Don't do
Yeah.
this. That was the one thing I always stayed on my people about was fucking do not walk past spills. Stop where you are, do not move, and scream for help, and someone else who works here will come fucking help you. Don't let somebody slip holding their baby on this slippery ass floor. It's like fucking an ice skating rink.
So the grocery stores the chain of grocery stores that I used to work for back in the day hired this fucking robot thing to go through
they replaced Tim with a robot.
No, I quit way before the robot. But they had this robot who would like go through the aisles, and it's got a bunch of cameras on it, and it would detect spills or whatever. So it would like call over the intercom for the porter to come and clean up the spill in whatever aisle. I'm so glad that I don't have to work with that fucking robot, because I would knock that thing over.
There'd be an unfortunate bleaching incident.
I'd be like, stop telling me how to do my job.
You're not my real dad. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Plunging the shit out of it. Just
And you know, the horrifying thing is that the owners of the stores thought it would be hilarious, maybe even humanizing, if they just put giant googly eyes on all the robots. Because they're about like 5 feet tall.
Oh God.
So there's just giant 5 feet tall pillars moving about the grocery store with googly eyes on them.
That's a deep Star Wars cut if you're nasty.
All right, Mikey, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, and also there was a shooting at the mosque in San Diego.
Oh, yes, I heard about that.
Let's real quick. Here we go.
The San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria. Mayor, this is every community's worst nightmare. Thank you for taking the time. What updates can you share about the investigation and these two suspects?
Well, it's ongoing, and I would say that both your previous guests hit it on the mark. You know, San Diego Police Department continues to investigate the two shooters to better.
Yes, sir.
This has nothing to do with the story at all. At all. That man looks AI generated.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I wanted to say it, and I think you picked it up too.
Yeah. It might be the camera. It might be the camera, but
you beep boop 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 miss boop 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 boop. Hey, boop, boop, spot. It was like
understand their motivations.
The toad scream is my favorite thing ever, by the way.
Yeah.
What we do know is that there are hateful comments and racial supremacy commentary that we can directly connect to one of the suspects. And so that's definitely a point that we're going to spend more time on. In the meantime, we're working.
Terrorgram white supremacists.
Yep.
That's what it was. Again. If only the fucking FBI was doing its fucking job, you know? If only.
As per usual, it's white supremacist terrorist.
Good call. Good job, Cash. You're totally not drunk, not drinking on the job, not sleeping.
And closely with the local Muslim community to make sure that that mosque is well supported and that folks across our city can feel safe as they worship.
This mosque has been a neighborhood staple for decades. And as I understand it, its current imam has really tried to create a culture of tolerance. Can you tell us more about this community? And
I mean, that's what they did at that black church. They let a little creepy white boy in the back. They said, okay, come on in, I guess. And he shot up the place. Okay. I mean, Hey, you're making your own reputation.
Yeah.
So when y'all not allowed in certain buildings no more, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
And the impact of the mosque's outreach?
Absolutely. San Diego is the nation's 8th largest city, but in many ways, we feel like a small town. Point of fact, I played soccer in the field where your reporter just was. I grew up on the same street as the shooter involved. And I will tell you that I know that community extremely well. Imam Taha is a
First breaking tonight, 3 victims and 2 suspects are dead following an attack on an Islamic center in San.
Oh, and this is my one plea, and this is going to be the one thing where's my camera? Here we go.
You have one camera.
Shut up, Tim. Multiple cameras here. Don't listen to him. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. I have lots of cameras. No, I won't turn this camera around. News people, stop naming terrorists, school shooters, violent mass murder. Stop naming them. Okay. In the 90s, we didn't do this. Right? You wouldn't know what the person's name was. They were just the shooter. Stop giving them clout. Stop going through their Instagram and their whole thing. Now you're giving them this prize that everyone will look back and dig into their detail. We don't want to know anything about these fucking people. Let the FBI do their research, find the connections, and we'll be done with them and erase them out of history. But you keep putting them on these pedestals by digging into their personal lives. You're encouraging more. Stop doing that. There's a reason we didn't do it before.
San Diego. It's the largest mosque.
I'm just waiting for this to be black people's fault from Fox News.
In the county and includes a school. A White House official tells Fox the president has been briefed on the incident. The president's calling it a terrible situation tonight. Chief correspondent Jonathan Hunt has the latest from Los Angeles. Good evening, Jonathan.
But when will the president declare it terrorism?
Clearly, right?
The investigation is just getting underway, but what we know from San Diego police and the FBI right now is that 2 teenage suspects opened fire at the Islamic Center of San Diego, killing 3 people. The teenagers, believed to be 17 and 19, then drove away from the scene and were found dead in their vehicles several blocks away.
The suspects at this point appear to have died from self-inflicted gunshot wounds. There were no officers involved in firing their weapons, but that is still very preliminary at this point.
Police arrived on scene within minutes.
And now we're going to call for a peace, and everyone embrace your Muslim friends, family, and coworkers. We are one America, huh? No?
No.
Okay.
It's the first 911
That's not what they're going to say.
Found 3 victims, all men, outside the mosque near its entrance. It's believed at least one of those victims was a security guard who exchanged fire with the shooters. Heavily armed police
they gotta have
officers
security guards.
And good thing they did.
And I gotta say this. When I was doing the food truck, we went to a bunch of different churches. We went to Jewish temples, and we even did a mosque or 2. The churches didn't have any security. The Christian churches, none, 0. But the Jewish temples and the mosques always had security.
Yep.
Always. And I even asked the police officer, I was like, is this normal? Because I've never been to a Jewish temple. I don't,
right.
And I asked the police officer, I was like, is this, and they're like, yeah, all the
They
time.
always have security.
And it's not, and in the town I was in, or the towns I was in, it wasn't like private security. It was town police officers were stationed there.
Mm-hmm. Because this is what people want to normalize and get you to think is normal. Like, so when they tell you people are illegals, right? And they just refer to them as illegals and they dehumanize them. These are the types of people. This is what it does to their brain. When you take people and you remove their personhood from them, you can do whatever you want to them. You don't ask your car battery, how it feels about being recycled, you just do it. It's just a tool. It's just a piece of material. This is what when you radicalize people and get them to dehumanize others. That is the only way you can do this, because they had every intention on getting inside that school and killing everybody. But a security guard shot at them and they ran off, and then mission failed, and then they just ate their barrels.
Began searching the buildings on the property, including a school that serves pre-K to third grade students, who were then led away by police holding rifles.
All of the kids are safe. Our hearts go out to the families that are in this moment being notified.
Hey, it's that guy in the back.
Of what has happened to their loved ones.
Police say they are, quote, treating this as a hate crime until it's not. And we are...
I mean, look at this.
Until it's not. How is it not?
They had bullshit written on their guns, and they left manifestos, which we're not going to read on this broadcast, but
right
there you go.
Already hearing from the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department here and on the East Coast from the NYPD that patrols are being increased around area mosques. Attacks on houses of worship, be they mosques, synagogues, or churches, are a growing concern for law enforcement across the country. But what makes this one of particular concern is the fact that there were 2 shooters. That is highly unusual and speaks...
No, it is not. No, it's not. It happens all the fucking time. Columbine was 2 kids. What are you talking about? The biggest main one.
To coordination, so law enforcement will be urgently trying to determine if the shooters were self-motivated or inspired by, possibly even directed by, some sort of organized group. Brett?
Everybody knows.
Jonathan Hunt, live in Los Angeles. Jonathan, thanks.
And they clickbaited me. They said Trump reacts, and Trump did not react at all. So
yeah, well,
they clickbaited me.
They
got me.
For you.
They got me. I was like, oh, there's no way he handled this appropriately.
All right.
So we'll look into it. So y'all stay safe out there. Be careful. Be careful.
Yeah. Don't keep an eye out, especially if you're in America. If you're outside of America, you know,
you're probably fine.
There's fewer guns,
right?
But yeah, if you're in America, just keep an eye out.
Yeah, because they're trying weird shit because they don't think that they can get in trouble for anything, so they're trying out things. Oh God.
Yeah, so I think that's it. I think that's it for today.
We're leaving. Okay.
We're leaving. We'll be back tomorrow with the food show.
We will.
The dinner table for some fun stuff.
It shall happen.
It shall happen. But before we leave, like and subscribe, become a member to the show. Do all the things, click all the notifications and the bells and all that stuff. Become a member on Patreon, patreon.com/thebinpodcast. And we have merch.
Merch it.
Get your merch today at tpublic.com/thebinpodcast. And you can get, where is it? Now you can get a Fuck the Hell Off t-shirt.
Fuck the hell off.
Yeah. And so much more, all made by McKinnon. By hand. He makes all the merchandise by hand.
His hands are so cramped from making them.
He's really good at sewing.
He stitches each shirt from the finest spider's web.
But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for the dinner table, and we'll have some fun.
And fuck Bud the Chud. Have fun in jail, bitch.
And don't forget to drink your meat.